I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Moravia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you and know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Fonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon.
Virtual DJ.
If you keep on congratulate my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon.
Exactly. You want to get a news update, just on the spoon. And that is why we are here, to make sure you get all updates, all breaking news and unfolding development. Friday just isn't the weekend. It's a checkpoint. So let's say good evening to you wherever you are. Some of you are still in traffic, in some hold up the queues and all that, trying to get home. But it's a good thing that you're listening to Spoon 107.5 FM while some of you watch the show. So we ask you to please share the show. Good evening on this 24th day of April, the first month of the second quarter of the year. This is Spoon Talk. Welcome. We are live on Spoon TV Live. We are also live on Fabric TV, Super TV, and we are live on YouTube. Spoon Talk 107.5, 101.1, 95.5. We are live across different platforms. Partners making sure that we are relayed. So a simple reminder for today is to let you know that discipline builds a life that motivation only talks about. All right. So yeah, maybe it didn't happen today, but don't worry, it will still happen tomorrow. Once there is life, there is hope. So let me say good evening to you wherever you are, whatever you are doing. Welcome to Spoon Talk, your show. I tell you, the best nighttime program, awards-winning program, Spoon Talk. We say, welcome.
Yes, sir. A special one.
And different things have been happening across the country. My name is Lorena Honoree. I am your Friday night producer. Very soon I'm going to open the lines. Don't worry. I see you already start putting your calls through. Some people save the numbers in their phone. So we say welcome again. Hey, just keep sharing the show. It is Spoon Talk right here on Spoon 107.5 FM. Thanks to Voice FM for relaying the show, making sure people listen to it across, their own fan base. And for all of you, that watching the show, please share the show. Make sure all our woman and papi and listen to the show 107.5. Yes, that's the frequency. Even 101.1 or 95.5. Either of those, you can catch the show and be a part of it. President Boaka and his delegation are in Sacramento ahead of the 34th Africa Peace Awards taking place at the University of California. Yeah, news happening that you are going to hear being discussed tonight on Spoon Talk. Have been discussed, still being discussed. All right, all of those things you need to know. Former Minister of Finance Samuel Twe concludes testimony on the direct in economic sabotage trial. After 4 days on the witness stand, former Finance Minister Samuel D. Twe Jr. has significantly shifted momentum in the ongoing economic sabotage trial, maintaining that his actions as finance minister were legal. His actions as finance minister were legal. Testifying before criminal court C, Twe challenged the core of the prosecution's case, arguing that all financial transactions under scrutiny were conducted within the scope of his legal authority as Minister of Finance. All right.
Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes,
Very soon we're going to open the lines for you to put your calls through, as we bring you some breaking news, bits and pieces of what is happening in and outside of Liberia, via the Mana River Union. So wherever you are, start putting your calls through now. 077771075, 055510175. Be on the show, make your own contribution. That thing that has been disturbing you, you wanted to talk about, you've been waiting to talk about, you waited, for Spoon Talk to come on the show. It's on now. So let's hear you. What is it that you want to talk about? Good evening to you.
Marina, how are you doing?
I'm okay, sir. What is your name?
The chief security, I can't always call my name back here.
You can't call your name?
Yeah, that is security for Spoon FM here in Liberia.
The chief security?
Yeah.
I
always here for you guys, for the entire Spoon network.
Thank you, yeah. What is on your mind tonight?
What is on my mind is to just continue to motivate you guys, making sure that for you to leave your busy schedule, to sit on Spoon at the other time to give all the necessary people. People always want to criticize you guys' effort. I just want to admonish you that you got to keep the courage and make sure that the right thing that you're doing.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, and again, I say you're going to send my number to the CEO.
But you chief security now, nobody know your name, so how can I send your number?
Yeah, just the CEO where just say the chief security. Always the other day, I've been calling. I always around.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, but my number on the screen.
Yeah, I can see your number.
Okay, please do that for me. I'm always here for you guys. Don't
All right,
worry.
sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Good evening. Please lower your monitor. Yeah. You're live on the show, sir.
Yeah. My name is Ibrahim Keita. I'm calling from Belgium.
Ibrahim Keita, what is on your mind?
There are several things on my mind, but most is about the traffic that we're going every day. I didn't Douala from Douala to Broad Street every day on the traffic. And what I noticed on the road, what people are doing, the road is very thin. Instead, the way they face the quota, you can see the quota is there when you just see the yard is just possible, just
Cannon Spill?
Huh?
Japanese Freeway?
I said, the way in which the people facing the road.
Which road?
Okay. We are facing it in a way that the government really pay them. They're facing it in a way that they themselves decide to do it.
Okay.
Because it's not like if you see the road, if you observe the road, if you come in, you will see the road that the people just build the road, the quota, they try to put rock for it. The way in which they show the way for the quota last year, doing it like that.
All right.
And you see the whole quota looking thin.
Thank you very much.
Way.
Okay.
Even for people that are looking at, they even complete the road. When they do that, Ministry of Public Works just get it. That's the work permit and they finish with all. They're really facing the road good.
All right. The road at point 4 is not being constructed well. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm okay, sir. What is your name?
This is Edmond Carr. I'm normally referred as a visually impaired that are pushing for the return of President Weah and proud member of Concerned Librarian for Justice. My concern has to do with the printing of banknote. We stay asking the government. Because if you tell us that we have a lot of banknote that is muted, we are here, we're not seeing it. So if the past government printed 48 billion and portion of that money was brought into this country by the current government that is in power now, 2024. But here we are, they are telling us one of the reason why they want to print 79 billion is because the money are all tier now. But that is not true. Because what we're looking at is that if all of these Liberian data are printed and dumped into this economy, it's going to increase the hardship on the Liberian people. Because you're going to start seeing the US rate going up very high. Because they are not fair to tell us how much of that money that is still in circulation. No, they're not telling us. But then they're coming to add the burden up about printing 2,000 bank notes. If you go to go buy something that costs $200, like carry $2,000, somebody will be able to get you change. So the need to look at it is a serious issue that we need an answer. So quickly to the AFL issue. Look, the government need to be serious about AFL. The money that is given to AFL is not enough. You cannot take $22 million and give it to national security in a $1.2 billion supplementary budget. You take $2.5 million and give it to the same national security and give $600,000 to AFL. It's not fair. Then you take $1.5 million and give it to Border Patrol. So then that is the reason why you will see foreign force will come sit down on our soil and we got nothing to do about it because our AFL is not capacity.
Thank you, sir.
The government try to do something about our AFL so they can be able to represent us as a country.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I tell you, we are here to provide a platform and, and then you put your points through. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening to Spoon FM family and good evening to my loving people of the Republic of Liberia and good evening to you, dear sis Lorena Honorary in studio in Liberia. The need remain constant at Pangso AF come out this beautiful Friday evening. Sis Lorena Honorary had 3 components issue to discuss it. Please permit me to touch it.
Yeah, just be fast. Be fast, please. I beg you.
First of foremost, I want to speak on the rule of law. Our democracy has been undermined heavily by President Joseph Numa Bouaka and his lieutenants. Today, Supreme Court has become a joke place. There's no serious business going on again. And our justice ministry, they are there as a furniture. They're not knowing their stakes and their responsibility. And then, I'm speaking directly to the morning saga. The 79 billion Liberian dollars that they are talking about printing it to increase our economy, which of course is a blank lie. That money they are going to print it to share it among ourselves, addition it, and reserve the balance one for the 2029 election. But that will not give them the credence. They will not survive by that. So I'm urging the procuring agency who is responsible. We say ministry agency or Liberia, we say central bank or Liberia, Mr. or whatever personality he is, the governor, we say 100 X Tambora to be accountable to the people because their money is now small money. And
thank you.
I speak to the director of CSA, Josiah Joker. As a new rabbi saying Josiah Joker, he is a joker. How can you say Liberians, civil servants, and government officials who are in government, but you want effectively anyone who speaks against the government, you will be fired and dismissed from your job. We suppose it's a bad governance, bad practices, bad business in our country. So the guys carrying the country, they are progressing this country. To send you my black eye.
Thank you, yeah.
For the 2 years,
thank you.
They suck in you and they voted you to make you president.
Thank you.
Take our country out of the rep trajectory.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good
how you doing, sir?
I'm okay. You're live on the show. What is your name?
Yeah, I'm Princess calling from the person.
All right, Princess. Go ahead.
Yeah, my concern goes to PCC Corporation. Can you imagine for the past 2 years we have been working with this PCC Corporation? We are not seeing no improvement. They're just calling us volunteer. We are not seeing nothing going on. Every time they come to us that we ask salary cannot go up, cannot see employment. So we want for the government to see into PCC Corporation. We work every day and night. We work at very constantly.
Okay.
Well, Liberian people don't respect labor. We work hard. We cannot see nothing. So not 3 months, 4 months, we cannot see pay. We crying. When you want to talk, they say if you talk, you are stuck.
Princess, are you one of those that sweep the streets?
Yes, are there.
How long have you been doing that?
So even a full children in hand. We have been from the time the paper set in here. From the time the paper how the body got in here. That's the time we started, and they are still calling on volunteer. We're not seeing nothing going on.
Thank you.
This country is just sucking away. We don't know what is going on in our country.
Thank you, Princess.
Please let the government look into it. Speak to our mayor, let the mayor see affairs to help us to this process.
Okay. I'm sure the panelists will touch on that. Painesville City Corporation volunteers, they say they have just been volunteering. They haven't seen a dime. They are suffering, they are tired, they are struggling. Good evening. Good evening. Okay.
Good evening, Lorena.
Yeah. Your name, sir?
This is Oscar Zigman. I'm calling from Berg District, something.
Welcome.
Yeah, Lorena, what my mind has to do with the economy of this country. Lorena, as I always said on this platform, that only we Liberians can build this economy. But Lorena, over the time, I've seen that the foreign nationals are taking over the economy of this country. For instance, when you reach your any sector of neighbor country, the Pakistanians and Indians, the up and so all over, selling goods, wholesale and riches. At the same time, putting all goods on their car, taking from village to village, selling it by riches. So we always call upon our government. Let them do the due diligence for we the Liberians to see how tax we the Liberians cannot go out of business.
Okay.
Because the foreign national they are not doing good for us. And when they take consider most Liberians will go out of business and will be a baker. Good for us to be a baker. We are begging the government to take the break can be paid by with the Liberians. Because it's giving us tough time. We're not even seeing chance. We're going to even make little or nothing. We're going to even nothing for a day. If everything, I got to be sorry a bonus for $75, then Indian men send it for $73. Can you imagine they'll come back from me? No.
Okay.
So we are begging the government to do things, something that we Liberians can benefit and build our own country.
Thank you. All right. Let's take more calls. 0777-1075, 0555-101075. What is on your mind? What is that thing you want to talk about? What is that thing that has been troubling you? You decided to wait for tonight. So you are here now. Let's hear you. Good evening. You're live on the show, sir. You are live. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, Lorena. Good evening. Let me say good evening to His Excellency President Boakai. This is Summer D. Kepler, only ambient or United Party in the Ledger Bureau. So let me appreciate you people for always giving all the opportunity to be heard on the radio at this time on our own agenda.
You are welcome.
My concern is due to the issue of Honorable Amara Kone. Why it is true that some of us don't have the courage to go against them or to criticize them, destructively. We also have the right to scrutinize them when they want to be destructive against the government. He was sent in a house of legislature to identify the problem and solve problem, but to take onto their social media pages or page to make it look like, to get impression like, they are giving complaint to the Liberian people when it comes to their action and inaction. For me, it's frustrating. Look, that thing he wrote about whether they went to the house to go impede Yeke Koloba, the supplementary budget, and hearing all the kind of things. Look, these people are doing these things because they want to distract the government for the main issues. So they want to pass sentiment for our guys who don't have the intellectual courage and the ball to discuss national issues that will affect the people positively. They are doing it on a basis of maybe they feel that they want to distance themselves from the executive, so they want to push the executive against the people. What we can say to them, I think the government all in our world, but some percent, we all can see what is going on in the country. We are not saying this should be silent. No, it's not an issue we are pushing here. You saw the opposition yesterday with the kind of innovation and different issues. Before issue appear on Spoon FM yesterday, opposition at the time were mature, they were innovative, they already had decisions to make on it, but today, they got to rely on the radio, they rely on social media, they rely on propaganda, and they have no spark and courage to discuss issues that affect the people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the show.
You're welcome. Good evening. You're live on the show, sir.
Yeah, this is Patrick B. Call you from Sweet Patrick.
Patrick, what is on your mind?
Yeah, something really been paining me, and I don't know. But let me just give it up. It's all about the LDC issue. We as a citizen, we want to be a good citizen. We don't want to be involved in the power tech. So we went and paid our money and bought stock. And then we're taking again to recharge. I believe that is indirect tax that we are paying. But I can't go buy goods from you and bring the goods to my house and use the goods for one more. Then you come back to my house and say, my man, the goods you're using, you need to pay so and so amount. What do I say this? When we go and buy the LDC token, like I recharge, can you worry? You started, I got the money. So my $30 current bill with me, April. Mm-hmm. When my money finished, I went to recharge. I carried $10. Mm-hmm. The guy looked at me and told me, say, Patrick, this morning, if I put a $10 into your meter, you will not realize anything.
Wow.
So you need to carry the money either two ways. Because if I do, I don't want for you to be conflict. Maybe you will not understand it. But every morning, people can take and percent. Let's 9 kilowatt, 9 kilowatt. We did the amount, a surprise, the $10 credit. So I was forced to come back home and add $5 on our money. I put the $15, gave me 13 kilowatt. $15 current. Why do people do things like this?
Thank you.
We should immediately we're getting a country now as a people citizen. So they're pushing us to go do power tech, criminal act, and we don't want to be involved into that.
As a peaceful citizen. Thank you, sir.
Boss.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you, man.
All right. 077771075 If you are there, we are here. I want to make sure your calls get through so that we can hear you. What is that thing that is on your mind? Chief Justice calls for strengthening ECOWAS court enforcement by our own court judicial reporter. His name is Melvin Jackson. It's right there on Spawn TV Live page from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Liberia's Chief Justice Yami Kwekwe Sinen has sounded a strong warning over the future credibility of the ECOWAS Court of Justice, stressing that without effective enforcement of its rulings, the court risks becoming irrelevant. The Liberian Chief Justice, who is currently in attendance of the ECOWAS statutory meeting in Freetown, Sierra Leone, scheduled to run from April 20th to today, it started since April 20th, stated that the ECOWAS Community Code of Africa is a brainchild of ECOWAS, and it has made significant achievements, especially in the area of promoting human rights in the region. 077771075 05551101075.
Hello, Lorena.
You are live on the show.
Lorena, thank you so much. George, I'm joining from Discourse in Mozart County, GT Camp community. Thank you so much, Lorena. I just want to appreciate your spoon network. Lorena, I think on my mind today, I just want to tell the President Joseph Numa Boaka, for the hard working they do in the country. Because it's not easy thing to become a leader. People talk, but don't mind that people are talking because they want to be because they want to take that double money, they enjoy that, then they come back in Liberia again to hustle again, they carry back in different country. But the President Boaka will vote for. They may make sure to develop the country. You like it or not, before you will talk, that generation before that they used to give your money to say, oh yes, everything is okay. They give your money, everything is okay there. Children, no school fee, then you're passing all around, going to different country, you come back, you're hot. But President said no. The country that they will be our neighbor screen, they will make sure everything. And you always ask all people, what is the reason you want to go Ghana for? What is the reason you want to go Cameroon for? The people just develop. Why just develop your country? When you see good leader coming on your way to develop your country, you should be happy to say yes. The person like.
Thank you.
All the they give you money, so go for me. I'm man, I wait to there, bear the people there, then nothing, son. They use the right money.
Thank you very much.
So the president tried to best send that to NBTC to go trade.
Thank you, yeah.
So thank you so much, Lorena. God bless you. God bless President Boy. God bless Mama Labua. Thank you.
Amen. All right. I tell you, praying for his country, praying for his president. You've been praying for me. Good evening.
Good evening. Let me say a pleasant good evening to Liberians following the show.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing from District 4, this the voice of Ebo Senior. So I'd like to appreciate the phone network and you, all of the education that continuously provide for the people of Liberia.
Yep.
Basically, my attention has been drawn to what is happening from the angle of the CSA and what the president did of recent. I see a serious contradiction here. Some of us, we are very objective when it comes to discussing national issues, especially when it comes to Unity Party. Of recent sake, the president was able to, give Liberians the leverage to be able to critique their ministers and other officials who government that is providing hotline where Liberians will be able to text in their dissatisfaction with those that are working at the different line ministry and agency.
Okay.
Well, on the flip side, we have the CSA boss, Mr. Josiah Jokai, who is asking civil servants to affix their signature to the non-disclosure agreement, the NDA. So if the president is giving Liberians the leverage to critique their members, and then you have the CSA boss who is putting other civil servants, other Liberians who are working in government to the wall to affix their signature to this document, and it will beat your imagination to know that the NDA, which is the non-disclosure agreement, is something that limits people, ability to speak out, to voice out ills in society. So if you're asking Liberians who are working at these different ministry and agencies in Liberia to affix their signature to this document, it means you simply saying to them they should be limited to air their voices when there are issues that they are being affected by at these different ministry and agencies. They shouldn't voice it out. It's something that they shouldn't say.
Thank you.
If the president, one hand, can be asking Liberians to voice out their dissatisfaction, and then CSA board is asking Liberians not to do so, there I see a serious contradiction there. So I think they need to read this and see how they can work with it in the best interest of the people. Thank you for having me.
All right, I tell you, 077771075. If you're the colors, and let's hear you. News coming from Maryland County. We see a photo of a young man here, and of course, the Liberia National Police Maryland Detachment has charged a 30-year-old man following a violent home attack in Bishop Hill Community, Harper City, that left a woman and 3 others injured. That's a human interest story. The suspect, identified as Samson Seaton, is charged with robbery, aggravated assault, and theft of property. According to police report, the incident occurred on April 20 when the suspect allegedly entered the victim's home with the intent to steal. The complainant, Julia T. Munyenma, said the suspect attempted to take property, but the family intervened, leading to a violent confrontation in which he stabbed her. During the attack, Monyenema, 2 of her children, and another person who tried to assist sustained serious injuries to their left hands. All victims were treated at J.G. Dawson Hospital and later discharged. Police say the suspect fled the scene after the attack. 077771075, 055101075. Yesterday, a body was seen at Boulevard, and nobody could explain or, tell what happened. Onlookers said maybe the lady came from the club or somewhere and she was attacked because somebody tried to steal from her, or her handbag was there, her slipper was there, and her body was there. And even allegedly, the person who stabbed her left the slipper there too, but her body was found right there in the street at Boulevard. So people are saying, hey, you have to be your own security. Stay off the streets at night, especially late at night. Stop being out there, because somebody just to take your little phone, they will attack you. And if you refuse to give them the phone, they will kill you. Liberia I mean, Liberians, most people are getting very dangerous. Some people just sleep all day and at night they come out to hustle, and the hustle is on other people. So be careful when they come on you, since you must be out. Please, if they want a phone, give the phone. They want a bag, give the bag, and stay alive. 077771075 05551101075. That suspect is yet to be caught, to get caught. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
You're live on the show, sir. What is your name?
Robert S. Truman, 44.
Robert?
Yeah, Robert S. Truman.
Yeah, Robert, what is on your mind?
Yeah, what really on the job? Female employment. But really, I understand the government. You do unemployment is very hard in the country. And the highest pay in the government, then the taking job and giving it to the lunar. Although it is not wrong, if Liberia have more jobs and people have job surplus, it can help our neighbor brother, neighboring country. For we out of job, then taking contract, they give it to the lunar company. Why did you take that contract and give it to the Liberian company and we employ more like you?
Did you apply for a contract and they took it from you and gave it to a Sierra company?
Yeah, construction, setting the road.
Okay.
The last time they were discussing it on air, even in the newspaper, the Liberian government, 40 million.
Okay, thank you. 077771075 05551101075. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, you're live on the show.
Thank you. This is Ruth Fofana, member of Unity Party Intellectual Bureau.
Mr. Fofana, welcome. Okay.
So I want to say, I want to tell President Baka thank you, because with all the criticism, with all the hatred, all the people exhibited on him to 2023 election, I've challenged anybody on the show or anywhere on the platform and they say all the 50 countries, all the 50 countries, President Baka hammer is there. It be any other way the hammer is there in the 50 years, so there may not be any discrimination. They may not do because they say they will not vote for me. In fact, President Baka said that the first thing what he did at Southeast, we're focusing on Southeast more than any other place. If he is to tell you, say, the president is people president. In that selective, in that yesterday, people want horse born to Gibraltar or horse good that they go there. Insano, Damo man for the people down for the some more people there. He only they declare that they have money day. He was selective in leadership. So the president we have, the Liberia president, is president for all of us. Even if you like that, let me tell you, now if it's on child, he can born you like that child, but it will not benefit.
Thank you.
So child, why you hate that child can benefit you. So I'm trying to say the president will have him yesterday, people love him, but we don't get nothing from him. Your own child, why you can born so that he can benefit. So the president Baka, a child for everyone or a benefit. Now he really benefit the other people more than the people that are from Lofa.
Thank you.
So I want to President Baka, thank you. I hope 12 years is show. Because if God says yes, who are you to know? If God can do the way people want, but now Baka gone now. He not even coming to be president. But God says all his family, he the president, cantonal president. Nobody will change that. With all their power,
thank you very much, sir.
Power is for me.
All right, 077771075 05551101075. Good evening.
Thank God for that too.
Yeah, you true. You are through.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Tell us your name now.
My name is Eddie P from Chicken Soup. You getting me?
LP, what is on your mind?
Well, a lot of things on my mind. A lot of things is going in my mind. To be honest with you, I'm not happy to see the way that our country is going on, especially these days, to be honest. You know, they get some people in America, I'm just disappointed in them. Who they say they want to get our president peace and war. No, I'm just disappointed in that people. Who are the president that reconcile? Who the president that reconcile in this country, you know? when the president ever called to say, oh yes, not me the former president to say, oh, we must sit down with the former president. That award they want to get that paper, that 419 award, they just want to extort that paper because nothing, you get a heartless president. Very, very heartless, weakest president. Yeah, you want to get an award?
Thank you, yeah. 077771075 05551101075. CEO, good evening. Okay. You are live on the show, sir.
Yeah, it's John Flo.
John Flomo?
Yes.
Okay. You're live on the show.
I got something on my mind about the country. Yeah, especially the government institution called the National Housing Authority. Since the president said it should do a tap off, the managing director there is refusing, and the people almost go a riot today. Monday, they're expecting another riot.
Thank you.
So the president is trying, but so they have serious problems.
Okay.
The president needs to monitor them keenly.
NHA, right?
Yeah, NHA.
Okay.
Yes, NHA is a serious riot with about Monday. Imagine that is now working along with the employee. There's a lot of information coming out.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the information. All right. He says at NHA, there is going to be a serious riot come Monday, April 27th. Can you imagine that beautiful date? So we should watch out. All right. There is internal wrangling. 077771075 05551101075. If you are there, we are here, colors, and let's hear you. Make your own contribution on the show. Share the show. Don't forget, for all those watching via social media, we appreciate you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, you're live on the show.
Yeah, this is Mohammed. Mohammed calling from Pokawa with the state community.
Go ahead, Malba.
Yeah, what my mom, my sister, you know, the country problem we get on ourselves, we don't know what we're going right now, okay? So what on my mind, some government started 2024. Yeah, we get on ourselves what going on. Now
Samukai Road?
Very suffering. Samukata Road, Samukata.
Okay.
The road for Samukata going to see the girl.
Yeah.
Very suffering. That government started to see about all.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for following me.
All right.
Lorena, how you doing?
I'm okay, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Lorena. Happy birthday to you.
My birthday is Monday. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, happy pre-birthday to you. We want to start celebrating the birthday before Monday, right? That would be the 27th, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Let God bless you. And we'll celebrate your birthday on that day. So happy pre-birthday. I hope everybody be gracious to you, the children, your husband, and everyone else. Be gracious to you. Yeah. We're gonna have a wonderful show today. It's good that we coming on. I see Wilfred Bangura in the back, Fubi Henry in the back, Jacob Jala is coming on, as it do Kev Hassan, the entire team that Richardson is coming on. But this thing between Yan Twine accusing Amara Kone, we got to talk about it today, and I want to ask the people, the Liberian people, what do you think, though, Lorena? Right? And my mind, Lorena, I wake up in the morning thinking about yellow machine. Where is our balanced yellow machine? Where are those machines? Lorena, where the balanced yellow machine? And some guy got to tell the people where are the machines? They're waiting on the machine. The people want to go do their farm thing. They want to get a bread and butter. But some guys say the machine is in recourse. And when are the machine coming? Lorena, the other one that was in Sarah Lune again, we're talking Samuka get red. So give me Samuka picture. We'll put it up with the yellow machine. I got to talk about my man. Yeah, you know that my friend, but we got to talk about it. Where the yellow machine? And the other thing about the Samuel 12 case, there's a twist to Samuel 12 case now, though, Lorena. You know that, right? Lorena, there's a little twist to the Samuel 12 case. So give me Samuel 12 picture when you're leaving the court. Give me the one when he get court suit on, man. Don't give me the one that he looks so hungry and diminished. Present him well, I beg you. That was former finance minister now. And because I'm hearing that the people going to change Samuel 12 case down from a criminal case to a civil case and ask Samuel 12 to pay restitution like they did Brian Samuka. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, that's something to a lawyer, Arthur Johnson, got to talk about that one, right? And the next thing is about Sam Jala, the representative Jala from Bombing County. Did he really say that the lawmaker then received money to remove Yeke? They received money to pass the $53 million supplementary budget? I mean, is that what he actually said though? We're gonna bring it up to speed. So we hope we can give us his picture as well, right? That's a big one, folks. That everybody said these guys aren't receiving money. Some people say 5,000, some people say 10,000, whatever the amount is. They say, well, Mama Bridge got mad and she thought, well, she even called the president and lay a complaint and said, Papa, you give out enough money. I talked to Yeke, I will move Yeke, and the point get so the Papa said, Mama, you're getting more money. So the money issue about the lawmaker receiving money, but Lorena though. Anybody know about China Yu? China Yu from Bon Mines, from Bon County. Man, that place is going to be another terrible story on China Yu. And do you know that I want to include, maybe we're going to brush on it, right? The MedTech thing. Do we still got MedTech? Is that MedTech in the country still, Lorena? Or we finish with MedTech now? The president cancel MedTech, or we still got MedTech? Lorena, I see you.
CEO, we haven't heard anything about MedTech for a while. What do
I
we
want to ask the Liberian people though. Do we still got MedTech in Liberia? Or the president cancel? Or I mean, we moved. I mean, Moderna and MedTech business finish. Is MedTech still operating in Liberia? Somebody say, "Hi, my dynamic CEO." Hey, my friend, you didn't put your name, but you call me dynamic. I'm happy. How you doing? Do we still have? Is that MedTech still operating in Liberia? When the person say, Joey, what? Peters, I think that's the name. Sorry, my eye gave me a problem. Can somebody tell me what we still got corrupt MedTech in Liberia? Do we still got MedTech? MedTech that just taking the people money. President Barker said he was going to cancel MedTech, right? The Senate presented the recommendation on MedTech, but we get a bad report that MedTech just stealing, allegation that they just stealing the people money. They will keep your goods for 10 days and 15 days and overcharge you. So do we still need MedTech? Do we still have MedTech? What is this government doing about MedTech? We got to have conversation on MedTech. Most of you guys get your things to Liberia and they just overcharge you. Can you please, thank you for answering me. People say, yes, we do. Everybody say, yes. MedTech is the Barbie Zina. Why? I need to hear from you. Do we still have MedTech? What's the, hey man, Lorena, do we still got MedTech? Is that MedTech staying in the country? Lorena, you're not talking, I'm waiting for you. I know your birthday on Monday, but today not Monday now. Let's talk the Labrador thing. Do we say that? No. What is it? Vamuya ability say yes, we do. He said it's so sad. Try to send your things to Liberia. Meta will keep it for extra 2 weeks. You will pay the mortgage, you pay all the mortgage and everything. You will overpay. But President Barker promised to reform MedTech, and MedTech was on the menu during the election time. And so I'm asking you, my fellow Liberian, that MedTech have caused a very, very hardship on your life. A terrible company, by the way, because the Liberian people are suffering on a MedTech. Those are trying to do the small businesses from China and America and other places. It seems that MedTech is the new cartel. The allegation that MedTech is overcharging. And if you go to LRA, Double Jala will not do jack because Samora, the commissioner, right? The customs commissioner is connected to MedTech. These are allegations. But do we still have MedTech? What the rescue government? Why they can rescue the Liberian people from MedTech? And I guess something that Gafran said today, you know, when I'm talking about Gafran, people get angry, right? Gafran, somebody call you on the phone, you open the phone, and you accuse the lawmaker of stealing $20 million. But we'll talk about that one. Let me get back. And you know, it's not talk about Gafran, then wait for Bagura ran away again. You know, the thing is that Wilfred don't want to be in the fries, but you want to come up. Wilfred, make up your mind. You either on or you're not on. You either for or you're against, right? Take a position here.
No,
You
I'm on.
I'm talking about Matek. I'm talking about Gafan. You ran away.
I'll just make your adjustments.
Bobby Zunaway, can you call me? Let's hear about how Matek treated you. Matek, President Bwaga, do we still need Matek? You promised the Liberian people that you're going to reform this Matek thing. You promised the Liberian people you're going to go after CTN. You promised the Liberian people about rescuing them. But Matek is a problem at the port. Nobody can touch Matek. Matek has somebody pepper bush that are Richardson. Who pepper bush is it? Matek. My fellow Liberian, what's going on? Who pepper bush? Who eating from Matek? Who need more Matek? Daniel, good afternoon, man. Leave me alone, man. You can't me say I ain't call you. Bobby Sinaway, what's going on? The woman sell her goods and Matek overcharged her. A lot of Liberians, they are suffering. They cannot do business in Liberia. Things are hard. And Matek is overcharging everybody. Who is the watchdog? Who's speaking for the people of Liberia? Who eating the Matek money? And I know all my men are going to come and say, we get proof. And what the thing can you say? Can you say, as Zomi without as Zomi? Something like nonsense, he said. Today, that your wife birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your wife. Can you bye?
Assuming without admitting.
Assuming without admitting. Can you hear that, Kale? That pure Kale talk. Assuming without admitting. You get all the document in for you. Then Vendetta Patrick can say, you know what? We didn't verify the information. Go find somewhere to go verify. All the BMSP talk, they can talk and put it together. What do we say have Matek in the country? Matek is overcharging. When you carry your goods, Matek will seize your goods for 2 weeks. What's the problem? So listen, Chinwe Charge. Somebody named Chinwe with that Richardson last name. Good day to you, Chinwe. Okay. But do we and don't forget about the Richardson, the woman followed in that Chinwe. That meant they stole the woman and put her name on the as Richardson. But do we say how Matek is a problem in our country? And the other thing is that, let me end with this and I'll bring the guys on, right? So I will tell you this story. Beautiful story. The lawmaker trying to get some money from the central bank, got a Richardson. And this is huge, right? They're trying to get money from the central bank, so they call the central bank governor for indoor conversation. The allegation as Senator Jala called him and said, my man, we got to do something. You want to print our money. These are allegations, right? You got to put allegation there now. And Senator Jala called him and then he said, remember, you got to do something for the senator, right? They say, we want to Gafran try to be tight, Gafran, So he said, okay, let me call Gafan because we can find money through auto appropriation. And this is true. Gafan is all over the country. Fubi, the man called Gafan, he phone open on speaker. Gafan asked the man, where you at? Gafan said, man, I told you, those senators, they are corrupt senators, and they stole $20 million already. Boop! Gafan started blasting. But I'll tell you the whole story. Just share the show. Gafan is accusing the lawmaker of stealing $20 million. You go ask Senator Jara, Joseph Jara, Councilor Jara. You go ask him. We got a lot to discuss today, folks. Welcome to Spoon Talk, share the show. Men moving, men dropping. Do we say have the people at the border? If you talk about the border, the people get veiled. But do we actually say have the people at the border? I want to say this thing over and over. Let it get fair. Cherry Pierre will get fair by way, but no problem. He can get fair. Then he'll come in and say, I wouldn't you 5 years, you my picking. I said, give me your yama, man. I wouldn't you talk about like, bro, you talk about you older than me. I older than you 5 years, you my picking, you better leave me. But anyway, welcome to the show. Whenever you join us, so share the show. Go on Facebook right now and share the show, right? You can do it right now. Just go on your page and just share. Wait for Bangura. I know you get all the CMC chat room and, Facebook connection. Share the show. Let people hear you talking about Musability. They will hit you more. Share the show. Wait for it. Yeah, but you get the CMC chat room. Pull in all your chat room.
Starter, you like to spark.
They kick you out of the chat room. They kick you out of the chat room. No, are you saying the chat room? Are you saying the chat room though?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so they kick you out, or you took yourself out?
I exited the chat rooms.
Did you give back the car that were assigned to you?
The call that was assigned to me was not for CMC. It was from the office, and on mobility, and I have a conversation about it already.
Did you give it back? I'm hearing that you did it. You begged him better to keep it.
No. The chief driver was going to pick it up.
So since you resigned on the 8th, you have not turned the people car over yet.
The chief driver is going to pick it up. We had a conversation about it already.
Pick it up, man. See, if I sit down and won't bring something, all my heart can be burning.
No,
let me leave alone. No, I made a promise. Listen, I put my hand up. I will not say nothing about you.
I'm not going to the car. They can pick it up you.
You resigned from the People Party. You joined MDR, and you say using the People car. That a complaint that came to me. They say you refused to give the car.
Whoever gave that complaint to you, did not give you the actual story. They can pick it up anytime. You know that.
What do you mean they can pick it up? You stay in possession of the car, and you say they can pick it up?
I'm telling you down the show. They can pick it up anytime. Or the chief.
But you didn't say it. Wait. Listen, gentlemen, you see, the cool people said talk, bring talk, right? The people telling me, they're telling me a lot about wait for Bangura.
Who told you that? There's no force of a car.
But you know, I can never tell you who told me. My sources, I protect my sources.
Nobody is forcing about car. There's no force about car. There's absolutely no force about car.
But you still got CMC car. You still got a car.
It's not CMC car. It's not CMC.
Who car is it? Who car is it?
It's on mobility's car, but it's not CMC's car.
But on mobility, that's CMC. And Harry Fubi,
there is.
No,
but there's no force of a car. There should be
no argument. You cannot do this. Harry, unmute yourself. That brother and sister, they are two. They are one. Then you say that ability car, but that's CMC car.
Forcing a car. They can pick you up.
When you resign, the obvious thing to do is to turn over everything and move instead of keeping it on. You can't do this one.
I didn't keep it. So it's the chief driver called me yesterday, and he's gonna come and get it anytime they want to get it. So there's no fuss about it. I'm not holding it.
No, the point is go and set it your key. Leave the key and go.
All that conversation.
Since you resign on the 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 16 days. Over past 2 weeks since you resigned, you stay using CMC car. And your argument that that CMC car, that honorable car. What kind of madness is that?
No, Santa. Whether it belongs to CMC or mobility, I mean, there's no argument about that. The car is available. The chief driver called me yesterday. They have not just been available to pick it up, and he says he's going to pick it up at any time.
But our argument is that when you resign,
in fact, the political leader and I even spoke yesterday. He said that he was going to dispatch the chief driver, and I'm awaiting him. We spoke last night.
Brother, the only thing I'm hearing now, Jeremiah will give you car, then you carry the people car back. Because you know what Jeremiah will give you one of the yellow machine, white pickup truck.
You know why? That's you have a way of getting other things and speculating.
No.
We're not forcing. There's no force of a car. Is that mine? On mobility, and I had a conversation. The chief driver called me. They're going to get the car. I mean, I'm not holding on to it.
When you on the mobility, had a conversation when?
Oh, he called me. We speak almost every day. We spoke last night.
You spoke on mobility last night, but I remember asking for the car, and you refused to send the car.
Who told you that?
It wasn't the first time you spoke about car. They have asked you about the car, turning the car over. Your excuses that the chief driver would drop it like you say, but you can just take the car there yourself and get the people the key.
No. I don't need it. It's not mine. So they call me. They're going to pick it up.
You carry to the party headquarters or capability and say, "Hey, my man, thank you. Can you give me ride? Can you give me ride when we go home?"
I haven't gone to the party headquarters since I resigned.
Oh man, the car key. You drop the car key and you move on.
But Jeff, man, I'm not holding on to other car. There's no fuss about car. There's no contention about car. I mean, I don't need it. It's theirs. And the chief driver says he's going to pick it up. I've been waiting him. So anytime he comes, he can pick it up.
Wait. Let me bring in the global chair, the Madame, Her Excellency, the doctor himself, the doctor herself, the doctor herself, Her Excellency. They call her Dr. Richardson, CMC Global Chair. Dr. Richardson, the man say, you're going to go pick your car. Oh, you ain't picking up, you're not getting rid of your.
Well, I don't really have much to say about the car. There's two things that were on my mind that I posted on my page. But before I even say anything, I really want to tell Lorraine happy pre-birthday. Lorena, you are the backbone of this.
So that Richardson is playing our show. We talking about car issue we had there. Don't count down. You would do that when we start the show. Why you getting make us so weak? The man said you're not giving your car back. He told your car, he told CMC car, he said, I'm not CMC car.
He already told you, I know how you got information about the car business, but like he rightfully said, you have
the man texting me, the man said I'm a leader story, Fubi. The man texting me,
no, stop that. No, stop that. You got that far. You just like a Travis. I'm not that. Stop up. You just want to be fussy. I'm not texting you. You have a way of getting other people's skin.
That Richardson. I beg you like even. The now
you can't possibly stop up. You're a fussy guy, you know. But I'm not gonna buy you.
But this thing about you, I want to bring us into the center about relating.
Look at me, I didn't see the guy name. Fubi. You see a name?
So where's the text?
The text to me, sir.
No, where's the text? That's right.
You just see I beg you like the thing. But man, I would not do that to you. I would not do that.
Nobody's gonna fall for that.
You need to tell the people. You need to tell the people come back.
Nobody's gonna fall for your propaganda.
Seriously, you got the people kind of propaganda. That Richardson, what you say?
No, but I'm not texting you.
I was gonna say that we have to start looking at something that Vandela Patrick says a lot on this show, which is about stomach infrastructure in our country. We have to just start looking at what is influencing people to behave the way they behave. Like Henry Fubi said, if he were to resign, you have the key and drop it off, right there and then. So for whatever reason, people are influenced. The stomach infrastructure might be an influence here. We don't know, but like McGrath said, according to him, there's no issue about car, and then there's no issue about car. He and the chair, they talk in the background and working things out. But I just wanted to say, if I can please let me say happy birthday to my girl.
No, you do a little directions left on the car issue. Let me ask you that. Is that CMC car or Musability car? What do you know?
I don't know anything about the car business, to tell you the truth. I really don't.
You know what, Jefferson? I'm kind of surprised, right? And this is what we do here on the show, because we got to be fair, right, Jeff? The man said he resigned since the 8th of April. It passed 2 weeks, 16 days today, right? The man is saying that the car, not for CMC, it's for Musability. Does that make sense? And therefore, he cannot take the car. They got to come and get the car. And each time they fail to come and get the car, the brother going down Waterside in the car, he's driving the car.
The man tell you can go to Waterside.
Let's establish something first. Musa did not give you that car because he liked you. He gave you that car because you were with the CMC and you were in a particular position so that you can be able to work effectively and efficiently. Upon your resignation, you're supposed to turn the car over and allow your new party or your new political leader to buy your car. Tell the man car over, stop using the car. Just, once you resign, you turn the key over to the people.
Jeff.
And let your new political leader, buy your car or give you another car.
Jeff, let's be clear now. I got cars. I'm not holding on to. So let's clarify something. And
man, I know that one.
No, but listen.
Let get in chair.
Exactly. It's not even worth it. There's no more contention here. I was using this vehicle as chief of staff. This vehicle was assigned to the chief of staff's office, but still there's no more contention here. I told you that on Mobility and I had a conversation. He said, the chief driver is going to pick the car up, and we're fine with that. So he called me yesterday. I expected him. I didn't see him. I'm waiting him to come. We have a good relationship.
Who called you yesterday?
A mobility and I spoke.
So you want a mobility to come pick the car up?
No. We spoke about different things, and then the car.
Yeah, I know what you guys spoke about. I know honorable say you left the party. Don't talk bad about the party. It was one of the main reasons you had that conversation, and you promised not to talk bad about the party. No, seriously, you promised not to talk bad about the party. You would just go quietly, and they would leave you alone. But the car issue is the ability to say you can bring the car, and you say the chief driver should pick the car up. And the wonderful chief driver, the more he delayed, the more you have access to the car to drive around. I have no problem. I'm not a CMC member.
He'll come tomorrow. He said you come tomorrow, so that'll be fine.
So we'll confirm for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what you said. You come tomorrow.
Can you do a video and let us see it that you're turning the people car over tomorrow?
Of course, yes. We'll do that.
All right. And when MDR promise, hold on, Joe. MDR promise you a card. So when they give you a new car, can you let us know, please? Through Jeremiah. Don't get mad at so for me. They may know me, eh? I wake up in the morning just looking for news all over Liberia.
Well, is this car politics? Is this a sort of car politics?
No, it's not car politics. It's just a request. It took you over 2 weeks before you can turn the people car after you resign. I don't know, baby. I don't know. But guys, I mean, we're gonna have a good show today. We're gonna have a wonderful you. Yeah, listen, guys, go on Facebook and share the show right now. Y'all listen, y'all want to share the show, I would just hang up and go to bed. Right now, I'm tired. I'm seriously, I'm just tired. So I got good news for y'all, but you ain't share the show down there. My own are going though. To tell you the truth, yeah. Every day we take our time. We come on this show. Yeah, you gotta be part of the show. You gotta contribute. We gotta. Glendy, what kind of baby dapper you get on your head again? What kind of baby dapper is that, Glendy?
Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing?
What kind of
Lorena, how are you? Hello, Lorena. Hi, Doc.
Is that Lorena? How are you? You get baby dapper on your head. You say, Lorena, how are you?
Actually, it's not. It's a crocheted hat.
Oh, okay.
But you wouldn't know.
I don't crochet, so I would not know that too. Yeah, it's a crocheted hat, but you wouldn't know. I think you got. But I want to say to all of you, we get Dr. Richardson, the CMC Global Chair. I get my sister Glendy JJ is here. Lorena birthday is on Monday. Get something better for Lorena on Monday. We celebrate her birthday. Lorena honoring her birthday is on Monday. Happy pre-birthday to you. Dr. Richardson kept on reminding me. I said, Dr. Richardson, it's not Friday, it's Monday. And she said, oh, I thought it was on Friday. So we're gonna get your birthday gift, Lorena. You're a wonderful person. We appreciate you. You're a decent woman. You can talk too much anyway, but we know that in part of you, but we still love you. I have my brother Fubi Henry here, the Mr. Henry, the ANC man. The man resigned from ANC, but he's still trying to go back. The man is no position right now. We'll consider that. We get Jefferson Chelsea. Jefferson Chelsea, one thing and says Joseph Boagat. So that all you know, Joseph Boagat, nothing else, nothing new. You ask him how Joe we're coming back, he can tell you everything that Joseph Boagat. We get Agenas. Agenas get type 3, type 4 malaria. He recovering. When he told that malaria from only go one though, he was thought tired. We pray that don't go back to Liberia, mosquito with EU. We get Wilfred Bangura. Wilfred, get the people that car back. The solution here is that you resign, you give back the car. Now Fubi said, you gotta go with your key that they clank, Fubi. That's why you said, oh, somebody beating a car home. Can you do that again? Can you beat a car home again? I mean, Wilfred, the person that won a car.
That's my wife's car. That's my wife's car.
Oh, now you beating your wife's car, huh? Go get a full car by yourself, my wife's car. How do you get a single car you get to your wife and you keep the people car? Kafiko Amas Hassan.
That is my wife's car. That is the sound of a Ford.
That's the sound of a Ford. A Ford?
Yeah, God.
What year Ford is that? Ford Taurus, Ford Focus, what year?
Ford Fusion.
Ford Fusion, what year?
I'll look at the make. I think it should be 2014.
You bought the car and you don't know what year is it?
Man.
You bought it or your wife bought it though? Because I heard that your wife made more money than you. But we'll leave that one, man. All our women are making more money than all. Look at that Richardson. She's making more money than Abraham. So Abraham can talk. But anyway, let's bring you Kevin. Today is Friday. You might be serious about business. Today Friday. Glendy went to school to be a nursing home administrator. So, but anyway, Granny, I get no man, so who should making more money there? All by ourselves. For me, try retire. But anyway, let me bring you Kev. Kefigo, it's good to see you, Kev. We wrapping this thing up. Our brother. For me, try retire. You can make it, man. But anyway, I want to say I love you all. God love you the best. We got CMC Jacob Jala joining us. I want to say to all of you, it's been a wonderful day. We got a lot on our plate today. But let's talk about the Yantuan, my people. When person testing me, testing me. Let me, you guys have a boyfriend, you know me. We're registered, I beg you. We have a deal. I beg you. Like move on. Okay, we'll move on. We have a deal.
No, I just sent you a text. Please read it.
Oh, you sent me another one again?
I sent you a text. Please read it.
Okay. So I want to say to all of you, it will be very important for us to have a full conversation. Let's talk about the Yang Twine. What's going on with Yang Twine? This is why he posted, right? And it will be very important for us to jump into it. So the American girls disclosure of privileged national security information intended for showboating wolf investigation. What actually Americans say? What did he say? Welcome to Spoon Talk, people. What I'm gonna say, Yantuan them to remove him from the Senate. They blame Yeke, and they say they expel Yeke. Yantuan is saying, Amara Kone, what he said, we should open an investigation. Oh God, who get a phone on? Can we meet ourselves, please? Kev, are you? You get the same situation like more Alio. But I want to say, let's play what Amara Kone said, right? And then we'll go into the conversation. Let's play this.
We need to fix it. I hope when the right budget comes, we will give the AFL more money. Guinea is stronger than us militarily. They have between 12 to 30,000 personnel. They have 7 aircraft. They have armored vehicles. They have a navy with boats. Our AFL, no, this is to the journalists, you can Google all of this. You can Google all of this. What I'm saying. The 4 million we have given them is the right step, but it is not adequate. We need to give them more money. I hope that when we discuss the budget in December, we will double the AFL budget going forward so that they can recruit. We are a mere 2,000 military. So, come on, man. We have to do that. That's that. Now, the second issue I want to talk about is the issue of the volunteer teacher. The important thing is that, for the record, our military information is not on the internet.
Okay, we'll play Francis Dupo, right? That Richie said, we finish greeting each other. We're going to be serious for many years. What did Amara Kone say? That they should investigate him, and people are threatening to expel him from the Senate. What actually did he say that warrant investigation, like Yantuan is calling for? That Richie said.
Yeah, hello, Angels. I don't want to greet everybody, but I will just say hello to everyone. Hello to all of you that are watching us, and thank you for joining us. Stanton, I observed the tape that Amara Kone presented or that you presented here. And, you know, the first thing I like to look at is I hope they will do a better thing with the microphone, passing that thing around or holding it the way he was holding it was just not appropriate for me, or in this modern day, a useful thing for me. The second thing I want to go to, I don't think Amar Khan said anything that warrant people calling for his expulsion or, his discipline from the Senate. In my opinion, he was advocating for more money for our AFL, and everybody on this show, I shall hope that it will be your position to advocate for more money for the AFL. It's not a secret that our AFF need more money, more help, more strategic, more training. They need a lot. And he was saying, because I wrote it down, he said, this is the right step. I wrote something, the $4 million that they're getting is the right step. And he hoped that when they come back in December, that they should increase the amount that they were giving, that they are now giving them. It will be interesting for you to play Yantoine, how he said it, how his behavior in the Senate, what he was doing. I have to give kudos to Wadi Powell today. I read her post on this, and she gave us an interesting look on Yantoine. It was about him getting the credit, or it was about individuals in the Senate getting credit for something that everybody should be patriotic about. And this is why, I used to laugh at Vendetta Patrick. I want to come back to this infrastructure business here, because people are motivated by that. Instead of thinking, let me go and build our country, let me do something to help our country, they are motivated by what they can get. They are motivated by their own greed. But can we blame them? Today I had a lengthy conversation and talked about this lengthily with many of my relatives that I talk about. This is the subject that we're talking about. Why is it that the current people that are in leadership in Liberia, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, in the executive, why are they not being patriotic enough to say, let me do this for the sake of Liberia, let me develop our country for the sake of Liberia, as opposed to saying, I'm taking it, doing something.
Richardson, thank you very much. Wilfred, let's get on the Amara Conan conversation, right? What did he say? Do you think it's important for the government to investigate, prosecute him, that he should be removed from the Senate like they did Yeke? What actually, comparing what he said to what Yantoine asked him for?
Stanton, thank you very much. Let me say greetings to my fellow panelists. So I will begin to answer that question by raising a couple of questions. Is there anything in our national security law, either at Chapter 12 or the new defense law, that talks about military secrecy? Is there anything in those laws? Do we have any body of law on our books, whether national security law or defense law, that talks about classified security information? If we do have laws that restrict what information gets out in the public about our military or about our security situation, then this is something concerning. Otherwise than that, if anybody can willy-nilly talk about our security strength, military capabilities at any time in any forum, if there's no law, then of course no harm has been committed. But if public officials are debarred or are stopped from discussing sensitive national security issues regarding the republic in the open, then it warps some investigation. So I'm still exploring. I'm still doing a lot of research to ascertain whether or not any law was breached here.
So I will push you one more. America said the military strength but 2,000. Is that breaking the code here?
It's common knowledge. I think the number 2,000 is common knowledge. A lot of people here have speculated about the number, but what's the actual number of the military? I am not sure anybody really knows. But we've heard 2,000. We've heard that there have been attrition rates as well in the military. But again, only the military can declassify certain classified military information. And that has to do with the national security interests of the state. Or national security matter as a whole, I think that is a classified.
For a senator on the Senate floor to say, I beg you guys, let me push wait for a little bit. For the senator on the Senate floor to say the military strength is 2,000, to you, is he Is it breaking the law? Is that treasonous? Should he be investigated like his colleague Antoine calling for?
I do not. I will not determine, determine how this matter should be treated. The senators present should be concerned about that. But what I want to bring out here is that had this matter been discussed in closed session, or you want to call that executive session, away from the public, away from the media, I think would have been a completely different situation.
So I'll hold you there, Lovina. I'm going to hold you there. Lovina, can you upload Amara Conan post replying to Jan Twine while we bring in Glendy? Thank you very much, Will. For Glendy, what are you? Talk to me. What is your sense here? What's going on with the government? Want to expel everybody, prosecute everybody? Once you talk about the border issue, what's going on? And Amara said, but 2,000.
So hello everybody. I think the first thing is the 2,000 number is common knowledge. I think it's something that there have been 1 or 2 instances where the defense minister also mentioned how many people, the estimated number of people in the army. So Amara Kone coming and talking about this, I don't understand what the sensitive, what is it, classify information when you can just go on Google or go on AI or go on ChatGPT and say, tell me what is the estimated number of people in the Liberian army? And I think that I guess one may want to think that, is this something that people have been planting against Amara Conan that is finally coming to fruition, that they want to focus on him? Is that because it cannot be about what he said yesterday? Because I think when he said that in jest, I think what he was trying to do was to say, based on what the Guinean army has compared to Liberian army, there needs to be more funding to be able to improve and increase the number of personnel in our army. But to make this like everybody is saying, how classified can the information be if I can just go and type on ChatGPT, tell me how many people in Liberian army, and ChatGPT comes up with the same number. So what's the how classify? And then when we're talking about laws, we also I hear Mr. Riffer is talking about whether there's any laws on the book. There are laws, there are military laws that govern military people, but you also have to recognize there's also a law in the Senate that whatever they say on the floor, you cannot hold them responsible for that. And if you didn't, if it was very classified that people didn't need to talk about it, then that issue should not have been brought up there. So I don't understand what is this classified thing that everybody is so tense in Liberia that if you're in opposition, once you say something, everybody just jump on you like, oh, you're not supposed to say this. This is unbecoming of a country who is trying to break the divide amongst its people. I don't see anything that Amara Conan that people are now saying was so classified that he should not have said it, that people are even threatening to say, oh, let's impeach him, let's investigate. I think in the end, like what I say, I heard that earlier this morning when I watched the video, that the senator from Nima County was really focused on Amara Conan. If Amara Conan said, we have done this, and we have come from $100, and now we are giving $10,000, maybe he would have been happy. But the fact that he was not mentioned, or the Senate was not a portion to have been that, maybe that's what aggravated him. But I think he just brought more focus on himself.
No, thank you though, and we'll dig it because the Liberian people, I'm not saying that we need to fix it, getting stronger than us militarily, give AFL more money, right? He's saying that they get 12 to 30,000 personnel, 7 aircraft, armored vehicle, Navy have boat, but nearly 2,000 AFF soldier. Then we saw Yantuan saying, order, mama protein. But you know, we hear Yantuan on the side here though. Fubi, let me come to you. This thing about you cannot talk if you thought you in trouble. Amara Conan la. Where Amara Conan got his problem at? Just put it in context.
Yeah, so good evening, everybody. So first thing I would say, Jan Twine spoke out of ignorance. Because the first thing, Article 42, all statements made on the Senate floor or plenary or the chambers of the legislature are privileged. You cannot hold anybody accountable for them. You can't punish them for it. So they even say we're calling for investigation for statements made by Amaracone on the Senate floor. That's shared ignorance. And as a senator, you should know better to even say that. Then the next thing, you can't be talking about classified information. Everything people think that people know on the street. Classified information are things that people don't know. But once you say it's classified, it means the high secrecy. Everywhere you pass in like Europe, people tell you like Black Army at 2000. So what made that information classified? The next thing, Guinean soldiers walk to your border. They cross the river and got to your border point, remove your flags. Your army didn't even do a jack thing. You told your immigration people to move their flag from the location and relocate it. That already tells you that we don't have the military capacity to challenge Guinea. And that's the reason why we have chosen the peace route. When we've asked the government several times on the platform and other platform to assign military personnel at the border. All we see people going there that police or whatever people in immigration officers, but far distance. They don't even engage the Guinean soldiers. So the Guineans took I think 2 or 3 places. So you can't be here blaming Amaracone. And the first thing, the legislature makes more money when you see their budget. When you add all the security apparatus together, the legislature have more money than the security apparatus. So the case that Amaracone were making, there is no better place to say it besides the Senate floor. There where decisions are made to change the country. So you should be talking about increasing the military budget on the Senate floor. You should be talking about the capacity of the military on the Senate floor. There where you should say it, because there where decisions are made. That's not classified information. So it's a shame that Yantuan does not even know the law. Article 42 protects all of them from arrest while going to session, from arrest while leaving from session, unless they create unless they commit treason or felony, or they breach the peace. Anything other than that, anything they say on the floor of in their chambers are privileged, and they cannot be held accountable for those things.
Let's see the privilege. So let's leave the privilege, because Amara said it, Connor said it on the floor. But what did he say that was so treasonous?
Nothing. Guinea got D6 aircraft. Like broke one? No. Guinea got military armor. We have some. Guinea got see the Guinea military budget. I think more than $220 million. How much you put in there for your AFL? Less than 20 or so million. Are you talking about you want what? How much the lawmakers are making? Their budget 50-something million. So you the lawmakers, your benefits even more than the army. Then you want to make argument about classify and not classify. To declassify that, reduce your budget, increase the army budget. That's how you make it very classified. They will know you're talking, but they're joking. So he should be talking about how can we reduce our pay and increase the military pay.
Thank you very much, Fubi. Let me bring you in, Kefiko. Let's hear you quickly. This is very, very important. We'll come to Jacob Jala, Tamba Agelas, and our brother Jefferson Chelsea. Kev, what kind of madness is this? So if you back like a puppy dog, they come after you. You talk about the border, they come after you. You say give more money to the military, they come after you. Young Twain confused, like, come on, left toes. What's going on?
Senator, first of all, let me say hi to everybody. I said this long ago. This country has been ruled by decree. That's what this president introduced to this country. That anything you say, the government will go after you. Glendy said it right. Phoebe said it right? He was speaking on the floor. But let me say this. Just do it. It's simple Google. Everybody on the platform, simple Google is there. It's not classified. Classified information will not be on Google. Classified information will not be out there. Everybody take your phone and then do a simple Google. You will see the military strength. Amara, well, basically trying to say, give more money. When you go on YouTube, look at the strength of the Guinean military and see what happened. When you go to Conakry, Guinea, Every corner of Conakry, Guinea get ammo tank. Every corner. This is a very strong military. What Amara Kone was saying, pull more money. You get in 300 and something million sorry, 200 3 million, 3.5 million, sorry, 3.5 million. The people get 200 and something $1 million budget for the military. The supplementary payroll at 3 point something $1 million they put there. These people are jokers. You get right now as we speak, Stanton, Doumbouya is controlling Liberia and controlling Guinea. What they're hiding to say that Liberia is under Guinea, but they don't want us to speak to that, Stanton. They're suppressing the spoon journalists to not speak, and they're suppressing lawmakers to not speak. So all we need to just call Liberia North Korea. Liberia is having that same North Korea government style that nothing should leave Liberia, and you should not say anything. So at this last instance, at this moment, all Liberians should stand up against this tyranny.
Thank you. Let me move on. Let me bring you in, Tamba. I believe you came before Jeff and Charlotte. Tamba, I'm kind of, we need to ask our audience, right? What actually now Yang Twine is calling that they will persecute Amara Kone, he should be investigated, right? He should be kicked out of the Senate because at the end of the day, they want to do to Amara Kone what they did to Yeke. And now we announced that Yeke is coming on tonight also. But let's read this, right? Senator Amara Kone goes disclosure of privileged national security information. Which one are you talking about? Intended for showboating Wolf investigation. Come on.
Yes, see.
I mean, can somebody give me Amara Kone crying video? If you have it, can you send it to me? Please send me Amara Kone crying video. I just want to say second.
That's one of the best videos on the internet. Thank you, Stanton, and good afternoon, good evening to everyone here and online. Look, I have followed this week, since I got out of the hospital. But first of all, as Fubi correctly said, no senator or representative can be held or charged for any crime while exercising their role and their responsibilities. So in this case, Amara Kone is protected by law, that whatever statement and utterances he made while in that chambers is protected. The second thing is, nothing that Amara Kone said, in that video, in my view, is classified or is considered classified, and I stand to be corrected. Third, does the statement itself, right? Probably the way it came across, and I've seen the outrage. Does it create a negative public sentiment against the Senate, especially given the fact that the AFL is one of the lowest funded entities in our Liberian government? And I think that's where Yang Twine's statement today or yesterday calling for investigation into Amara's statement, could add some weight. But let's look at context here. If you look at Guinea's military and Liberia's military, there's no comparison. Guinea, since their independence in 1958, has only had maybe one elected president. They have had one coup d'etat after another. And even the current president, Doumbouya, the things we're not talking about, we understand that Guinea military is stronger and is well funded. He is facing pressure at home, so he's going out on this, excursion to try to create public sentiment in his country, and reason why he's creating these border conflicts and incursions. But look, in my view, I think the Liberian Senate, given the recent public outrage and all the conversation we are having, they have time on their hands to work for the Liberian people. They have better things to focus on. You know, in fact, the president alone cannot declare war on Guinea or go to war with Guinea. It has to be, a decision has to be taken by the legislature. So
yeah, but I don't think anybody calling for the president to declare war. If you guys try to skip this thing now, you're trying to cover up.
We're not going there.
America calling for. America calling not asking that the president. Show me one Liberian that said the president will declare war on Guinea. Show me one Liberian.
That what I'm saying, Stanton, I'm not showing you one Liberian who is saying. What I'm saying is that's not what any Liberian wants. That's my policy.
Exactly, but let's talk about what America is saying.
Right.
So what he said, let me play this. Let me just play this because I try to call this thing quickly for Liberian people to understand. Let's play the culture.
We need to fix it. I hope when the right budget comes, we will give the EFL more money. Guinea is stronger than us militarily. They have between 12 to 30,000 personnel. They have 7 aircraft. They have armored vehicles. They have a navy with boats.
So, Stanton, let me just lay my position. You see, for me, when I hear that statement, and I think nothing that he said, is treasonous. But Amos Conner is a sitting senator, and to always be saying these are the highest paid people in our land. When we get the right budget, we will fund the AFL. It creates sentiment, negative sentiment in our society. Why should the AFL, given the time that we are in today, be relegated to where they are today and not have the appropriate funding to recruit more people, to equip themselves, and to defend our nation, especially given where we are today?
And that's what America is calling for?
No, he said we will.
No, America is saying, but listen, you're not listening to the whole thing. Maybe you're just intentionally trying to play Calais with us here. The reason why they are calling to prosecute America today is because America is saying give them more money that they can recruit more. Because what we have, nearly 2,000 compared to Guinea. But let me go ahead and bring Jacob. I was saying I don't know what Jeff went at. Jacob, let's hear you, my friend. What say you?
Thank you very much, Stanton. I will just preface by saying that I would like to thank Liberians in Nimba County for turning out in great numbers to welcome our political leader. It's been a beautiful show out there in Nimba. Musa Hassan Belete, we thank our people for coming up. Now, to the issue. So yesterday I was very some people say a little bit aggressive on Senator Amara Conner, kind of deliver some body blows, body blows on his comment around Yeke. But on this one, I think I would jump to his defense on this one without any hesitation to say that I don't think Amara Conner said anything illegal. I mean, these are information. Everyone have said that it's a broken record now. It's so much available on the internet. But I just think that the Unity Party people, including Nyan is a friend. We meet all the time. He's a senator. Even tonight when I leave the show, we'll probably meet at Calabar to drink beer. But I think in Nyan and the Unity Party people are getting extremely drunk with power. And that level of drunkenness is going to lead them in all sorts of things.
You just say you and the man will meet at Calabash every night. Then you say you think they're getting drunk with power. The man want to drink the Calabash. Why do you think he's going to do the Calabash?
Yeah.
You just disclosed that this senator that should be fighting for the people of Nimba County against Asala Mita that played a game that he was going to fight Asala Mita. He signed all of the deal. You just announced that your usual spot is Calabash. Is that the senator you want us to take serious yet?
But nothing wrong going to Calabash. I
didn't say something wrong. I'm saying what you just said. The man
let me go to my there's nothing wrong with taking beer. I drink beer. Amy are crazy bear with some people.
No, but you said the man getting drunk, and I said the player can
power,
making the man get drunk.
With power, getting drunk with power, and I said that I didn't make a mistake by saying that. I said that deliberately. But I want to go to further. I want to push my discussion further to say that we're seeing a consistent pattern here, and I'm always sensitive to these kinds of things. As somebody who watched political development in Liberia, the collapse of the Liberian state, conflict, and all kinds of things, the erosion of democratic value, the destruction of our value on free speech and all of that. We see the Yeke situation, how he was expelled from the legislature extremely illegally. We said that. We've seen consistent action by members of the Unity Party that looks like attempt to erode our democratic practice. Councillor Tewa Gonglo has talked about that. The Press Union of Liberia have talked about that. Even on this same talk show here, we've talked about that repeatedly. So we experiencing dangerous sign here. So to see a critic of the government, of course, Mr. Cornell was a member of the rescue mission and all of that. He brought the people to power and all of that. We somehow not part of that. They did that. However, we know that he's been critical. So to see Nyantuan, which is clearly, a fanatic of the Unity Party jumping on, calling for an investigator, it smells like something that resembles what we saw with Yeke situation. So it's an ideal kind of like, motive, with these people, by the people to try to get rid of people who are critical of the Unity Party at the legislature and stuff like that. We see all these things coming up. So I just think that, we've seen actions from Yantuan and many other people who are pro-Unity Party people that smells like actions or attempts to erode our democratic value. And for me, that's extremely worrying. That jumped at me from his comment more so than like what Amarakone said. We see a consistent pattern of attempt to try to clamp down on people who are critical of the regime. And I think that's dangerous for our democracy. And I think that's so worrying for some of us who are participating in democratic practice and live in this country. That's what I would say for now.
Thank you very much. Let me bring in Jeff. Jeff, let's see. You're welcome to the show, Vanessa Saki. I don't know who brought you here, but we hear you today. You always want to text in the back. You want to hide yourself, but we'll catch you today. Welcome to the show. Yeah, let's hear you, Jeff.
Thank you, Senator. So, Senator, I listened to everything Amara Connor said on that video, and he said nothing that is classified or nothing that he should not have said, like what everyone's saying here. Secondly, I think Yantuan is ignorant of the law, and he shouldn't even be making those kind of comments. But that's not my point. I think Amara said something good. The message was good, but he's the wrong messenger. I think Amara should just shut up. Amara was finance minister. How much did he fund the army with? How much? How much? You're finance minister on the senior Unity Party. I think he should just shut up and allow people who got the moral to talk, because he has no moral. He underfunded the army. Here, man, or Samuka, they ate the army money. They were Samuka were convicted for that. I mean, Amara did nothing for the army. So how come now he has the moral voice to speak for the army? He's showboating. Actually, he's showboating. That's true. But Yantua is ignorant of the law, so that's why he's making the kind of comments. Amara is in no moral position to talk about funding the army now or ever. Yes, our army is underfunded. Yes, the Guinean army is stronger than our army, but that shouldn't be coming from Amara. Amara should shut up and give people who have the moral standard to speak about funding the army. He did worse, so he should just shut up. Thank you, Stanton.
CEO, you see what we tell you? You can get that one. That's all, yeah.
You see, let me say something right before I bring Vanna in. I would just bring Vanna in. I would like the cattle ear baby. You get an opportunity that Amara Conan is speaking against the government that you want to remove, and you condemning what he's saying and condemning other people and saying that they are criminals. Who you will bring into your tent?
Morality.
Well, let's go ahead, Vanny Saki. Welcome to the show, Vanny.
Thank you, my dear brother Stanton, and thank you to the rest of the panelists. I'm forced to stop on the highway and partake in the conversation because I see that people who have no deep understanding of national security issue trying to play politics. Let me say this to you. What Amara Connor say is dangerous and has security implication. We are not at normal time. We all sit on the platform and are aware that Guineans soldier crossing on our border. You have a senior senator. But before I even continue, let me first kill this funny argument that the military information of the AFL is on Google. Stop seeing this kind of embarrassing thing You have no understanding of national security issue. Nowhere in the world, I repeat, nowhere in the world, a country will publish military information, detail that has to do with the military strength of our country. Nowhere. Stop misleading our people. Stop picking out stuff from Google and say it on Google. Let me make it clear. Public information are not factual information when it comes to national security. So stop saying you can go and Google right now and tell you how much soldier you ever got. What American death was dangerous. The Guinean soldier on our land, we do not know their next intention. A certain senator have provided clear military information that gave Guinea the clear opportunity to know the strength of our military. Can we now question American from the national security standpoint to find out what the information was provided to our adversary so that they can have a clear picture of as to where we are and to give them a clear opportunity to invade our land because we got nobody to defend us? Let's be careful here and start playing politics. Let's just be very careful to say that the ever information on the website or public information. That's not true. That's not true. And you know it. Let's stop playing politics with national security.
Vanny, you just said that we have nobody to defend us, right? That's what you just said.
I didn't say so. I said, I'm not going to statement. I'm not going to statement. Because when he did what, he boasted about the strength of Guinea military. Then he spoke in a degrading way to the AFL. Listen to him, put the video back. He boasted about the Guinean military.
Vanny, hold on 1 minute, Vanny. What did Amara Connor say that was wrong?
Thank you. Amara Connor gave us don't forget we are not discussing ordinary people. We're not discussing people in the street. We are discussing information provided by a certain senator who has access to national security secret. He is saying he gave the strength. He explained. He bragged about the strength of the Guinean military. Then he came and spoke about our military in a degrading manner. So that's a national security issue. We are confident right now with Guinea.
Hold on, Vanny, hold on 1 minute. What did he say warrant investigation?
I'm just saying to you, there's nowhere the military will publish for full information when it comes to military strength.
So that's why they should investigate him. Because nowhere.
That's a national security secret.
But wait, Vanny, check him down. What actually, Amara Connor, what did he say? That you quoted on the justice.
I repeat.
Wait. Vanny, please, back.
Okay.
Let be on the record. What did Amara Connor say that National Security Agency should investigate him today? What actually did he say?
Thank you, Stand Up. I'm speaking as someone from the law enforcement background with deep understanding in national security issues. Okay, no, let me say it now. Let me say this. Amara Connor provided a national security information that you and I do not know.
Which one?
Amara Connor has access to national security secret. You and I do not have access.
Which one? What did he say?
He gave the strength of our military, and our adversary now have that information.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. You do not want us to believe Google.
Yes.
And Amara Connor say you can find it on Google. So are you telling us on the show today that we have nearly 2,000 AFL soldiers based on the Google report?
You are breaking standard.
Are you telling us that the Liberian Armed Forces, AFL, have only but 2,000 personnel based on the Google report?
Still, I got no access to national security secret. I'm not privileged with that. I don't know.
And do you want us, if we go on Google and we see 2,000, do you want us to believe it? Vanny Saki.
I think we got some connection. Yes, I know you're breaking here. I think you got a connection problem.
Can you hear me now?
No, I have connection issue for that question.
No, I'm getting you now, Stand. I'm getting you clear. Yeah.
I'm asking you. I've just Googled the strength of the AFL, and Google telling me we got but around 2,000 AFL personnel. Do you want me to believe that Google message?
State, I cannot speak to you, believe it or not. I'm telling you, I do not have any access to national security information when it comes to the strength of our military.
National security, I'm asking you. Should we believe the Google message that telling us that Liberian personnel, military personnel is but 200, but 2,000? Do you want us to believe it?
As I stated to you, no country will pull on national security information when it comes to military strength or any search engine.
So it mean that Google lie, right? Google is not.
That's what I know.
Truth, right? Okay, but if you are saying Google is not telling us the truth, then why you believe that America gonna put on national security classified information?
Remember, there's something in leadership they call your status defines your role. American role is not your role. Understand that? There are things you can say mean nothing. Oh, understand the statement? American is not ordinary person.
Vanny,
thank you.
Vanny, you cannot have it both ways. Yep. So we'll come back to you. And it's good that you're joining us. Like I always told you, always stand and walk out on the street driving. So now, my man, start making all that money. You know, start making all that money, and sometimes you can't own. But let's do this though. I want to play this that Richardson. This thing Antoine guy, I want Liberian people to hear and see how he was just crying, protein, mama, protein, mama, protein.
Order, man, protein, order, man, protein. Order, man, protein, man, protein, order. You can Google all of this. Order, man, protein. Man, protein, order. Man, protein, order. Man, protein, listen. What I'm saying. What I'm saying. Order.
Can Manaproton recognize the man? The man spent 24 seconds calling for Manaproton attention. Youngly, my advice to you, you must recognize Yantuan. Can you imagine that? You know, I will say my own on this front, right? I think we are joking in Liberia. We got some serious issues to discuss. American didn't declassify any information of national security. None. It's on everybody reading the Google stuff about this threat. I'm going to put it up. How can we divert the people's attention from that which is so substantiated that we have Guineans at the border and run beyond Yeke to expel him? We run it beyond American now to expel him. We are saying that because American is going to draw we bury tomorrow, so we angry. American talking to opposition, so we angry. And there's a same American that did everything he could do to make sure that we have a concrete result concerning bringing President Bouaka to power. Why are we, the Unity Party people out there, why are they just killing their own babies? If there's a better political threat, now you're afraid of American? Now American that the Gina, that the ghost? Are we serious in this country? What actually going on? What's the main reason of attacking American? What did he say? American said we need to give AFL more money. That bad thing? American say, and I will play, just take a listen. The Guinean military are stronger than the Liberian military. It allows you to take them from the border. Valisaki, Dala, Guinea put in over 200 million in the military. How much we put in that? $8 million, then we got to beg for extra $5 million from World Bank.
I can never tell you that the stronger than that. I can never tell you that the Guinean army is stronger than the Liberian army. I cannot say that.
Vanny, I say you say that, Vanny. Americans said they are. If you look at what is reported, indeed it's true that they are, because what happened here is that we still get Guinea on our border, we can pull forward. But let's move on, right? The political implication now, I want us to talk about it. That Richardson, nobody can talk about the border thing. Nobody should talk about AFL. Every senator they are hiding on the corner. Americans saying, no, I will not hide. I will tell the people like I see it. Today, go in the chat room of the senator, then they beg me now to put someone in there, or I want to put someone here. Go in the chat room. They are blasting at Yantuan. They are going after Yantuan. And this is some serious mess for the Unity Party. The opposition just enjoying it. After Americana, who they going after next? After Americana, who's next? Then Richardson, let's close on this thing. I think we amen. Unity Party got it. They created, I don't know. That Richardson, let me hear you.
You know, 3 comments I'd like to make. One is that the statement was not classified. As you said, you can go on Google and find information about the United States, Liberia military and the United States military. The United States military, you will tell you if you went there, it has about 2.1 million person. And the Liberian military, you go there, it will tell you about 2,000 men. So Americana did not say anything treasonous that would warrant discipline as they're calling for his expulsion. He asked for the military to get more money, which I think is a good thing. And they should continue to think about that in the legislature. That's what work is. Should continue to work so that the military should get more money, so that it should be strengthened, so that people shouldn't be, playing with diplomacy because they don't have the strength to fight a war, because that's what is happening. And I wish that President Joseph Boakai could come to the Liberian people and tell them, this is where we are. I'm sure Liberian people understand, said, like, listen, our military is not strong enough. Period. These people have a stronger military. So let's, talk to them diplomatically and see how we can find a way to not engage them in war. And that'll be the thing to do. And lastly, I want to agree with you, Jefferson Chesson, when given the opportunity to lead in our country, whether you are leading as a legislature, whether you are leading the executive, you should do that. You should try very, very, very hard to be an ethical person. Try to work in the interest of Liberian people. So tomorrow, nobody should be asking why you are involved in so and so thing, or you didn't give enough money for the military, or you are involved in this corruption. You should do that. Lead for the people. Lead so that we can see something. We will ask you tomorrow, what did you do when you were there? You'll be able to show us what you did when you're there. Lastly, Stanton, I think that this government, and I know I'm going to get a lot of people not going to like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say anyway. This government has a way of, they're doing this stuff to get rid of all of the people who support them, who help them. Okay, they're looking at, they're trying to eliminate people strategically. Let's keep in mind that Americana is from a Mandingo background, and we know how we feel and think about the Mandingo people in our country. So I'm adding that to the conversation. You can disagree with me, or you can't disagree with me. Oh, that's what I have to add to this conversation. Thank you.
Wow, you're not asking the big yo. Let me go back again to my brother Wilfred. Then we'll come to Glendy and the rest of the team. Wilfred, let's get you closer on this Americana thing, sir. You got to unmute, Wilfred.
Thank you. Stanton, I want to maintain that as a senator of the Republic, he's one of the leaders who has the right to expound on issues of national concern. And he also has the responsibility to do that in light of the fact that he holds immense influence and that he can prefer solutions to these matters. The good news is that the budget, supplementary budget, carries a huge increase, a monstrous, I should say, increase in the national defense budget. So we're getting there. And I continue to maintain that if there are laws on the books that require the public officials, in terms of giving out military data to the public, those laws, if there are laws there, those laws should count. At the same time, if senators have immunity to say whatever they want on the floor, then of course, it's a law that must also be obeyed. I want to talk about Google search. We all know that Google engine really takes you from one website to the next website. It lacks authenticity. So to take Google information to say that this is credible, it's garbage in and garbage out, and the algorithms that may malfunction. So there are a lot of downsides to Google search. So we don't really want to take anything from Google to mean that this is factual, this is authentic, because I know that no country will put all of its military data on Google. It's not going to be there. It's never going to, it never happens. It's never going to happen. You cannot expose your military capability, military arsenal, military personnel, military hardware to the enemy. Right now, the global world in which we live is becoming a battlefield. Our nation states are getting armed. And this is very important. This is for their own national security purposes and interest. That, they are bullies, nation bullies, each other in the international system. The international system is anarchical, and that everybody has to watch out and be on its own, or, each nation has to watch out for itself. So to take your information and put it on Google, anybody may put estimates, rough estimates there, but it's not authentic. So all I want to say is that it is expected of our leaders when they are on the floor in public discourses, or even outside of the legislature, whatever comments they make weigh very heavily on the public. So people get concerned about what our leaders say, et cetera, et cetera. I don't really see treason, in the statements he made, but, there are growing concerns about information he put out there, and people thought that at these sensitive moments in the history of our country, where Liberia doesn't want to study war no more, to talk about how many military personnel we have.
Thank you, my brother.
That you're just putting too much out there, and that Guineans could be conducting espionage.
Then you put too much out there, my brother Wilfred. Let's stop this once more, Joe. But thank you for your closing like that, though. I don't know what's the main Glenny. What's the main thing in this room? Who's the main Jinaye? Why are we just circling the main topic? We know for Yeke and say blame Yeke because Yeke say his sources say that Guinea land. We look for American and say the men and say bad thing got 2,000 AFSO. We look for the third person and say the person jacking from Guinea, so they giving information to Guinea. But we are missing the main thing. Do we still have the Guineans in Liberia? Yes. What the government doing? Diplomacy. Why are Unity Party people wish hunting these lawmakers and other people? Let me talk to me.
So I find it very funny when I want to say here that almost all of us here, one time in our life or another, have used Google. And to sit on this platform and hear people, oh, it's not reliable, it's not authentic. It's funny. It's very funny. If they went beyond our classes, they will see all of us here, one way or another, have relied on Google's information. Google is a search engine. A search engine. You go there, you search information. Google is not telling that everything is there, that it's 100%, but it leads you to what you want again to have Liberians here. Let me just say, for lack of a better description, to come up now because we want to support this argument about Arama Corner, and then we want to speak to intellectuals here and say, oh no, you don't have security information. Like I'm listening to Vani say, you guys, I'm not going to come here and discuss with people who have no security details. You never been in the army before. You never been in the police. So you can't talk. I was not born just a chicken rawatan, but I research him. That's what intellectuals do. We don't have to have it to the fingertip. We don't have to be smart about everything. But we learn those things. There are some details that we may not know because we're not security intellects as it relates to what needs to be in the army, what the defense minister may know. I may not know. But that does not mean I can't talk about it. Let's be balanced. Let's be fair. And then you hear Vani, I will continue to talk to him because he's been telling me this whole day yesterday on this post, on this American thing. It is simple. You share your opinion, we share ours. You believe what you want to believe. We believe what we want to believe. But to come on and question somebody's ability because you think they have not been in the police or military or don't know security detail, I find that very baffling for me. It's very funny. And they'll come and say, oh, now Google, don't rely on Google when someone else here will now go to school through Google. They don't listen to Google, that bad play. They're not authentic. They're not good. It's sad. Let's speak truth to power. You give your opinion based on what you think America gonna give. I give my opinion based on what I think he did, and we move forward. But to come and juxtapose that somebody don't know and you have all the security knowledge and we don't have, let's not do that. Because we don't have to know to speak about it. We can learn about it. We can say what we know. So that's my own I know. Me and Auntie Pen on Google. All the power I can go to Google and search. I even using ChatGPT there. So but you will not use here more power to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just to add whatever Google thing, I don't like to do it. The last time my brother Wilfred Bangura was on Google, right? He was talking about CMC and uploading information. Wilfred Bangura, Corey Shalice, trying to serve, Acting Secretary General, along with Ahamadu Kanen, Acting Secretary General, Executive Summary, Wilfred Bangura. And you know, it's here on Google. It's right there. I'll call and paste. Everybody can go on Google. I don't think Google is a bad thing. ChatGPT is not a bad thing.
Can I just jump in? I'm not saying Google. I'm not saying I don't Google. I'm saying information from Google is not authentic. It has to be double checked.
Yeah, I agree with you. In school, in college, they advise us don't take them and you know don't use them. You can gather information to support your write out, but you don't want to just be accurate with them. So we're not just dismiss the fact that you know Google or chat AI those places back. Yeah, the people talk about AI and they say AI on all of their publication they will say contributing and you know source AI. Be aware.
And if I can just say something to that, students are allowed to use Google and AI as long as they tell us how they were informed about using Google and AI these days. So thank you. That's what I wanted to add.
Let me bring in Fubi. Let's hear your closely on this thing because again, the Liberian people should know that I think they talk about showboating. Somebody says showboating, right? I'm hearing that from my brother Jefferson. The main people that showboating, yeah, that the Unity Party people are trying to cover up. The who be Unity Party people, because I have not heard Reverend Tappet or Mo Ali and those leaders in Unity Party defending the position like the who be Unity Party people, like Yang Twine and the others, right? So those are the people that really showboating. I don't think Americana is showboating yet. Americana is on record saying we need more money. That's the context of his message.
We need to give them more money. I hope that when we discuss the budget in December, we will double the AFL budget going forward so that they can recruit. We are a mere 2,000 military. So, come on, man. We have to do that. That's that. Now, the second.
But you know, Fubi, before I come to you, you know what funny, Fubi? All the guys that say now over there blaming American, ask them how many military personnel we have in AFL. A lot of them, they are cowards.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they are cowards. Ask them. They know that AFL is underwater. They know that we need to support AFL. AFL need to recruit more. Do we have Navy? So when I'm not saying that a bad thing, oh no. The classified information, don't say the classified information. Fubi, I hear you.
Yeah, no, the guys are funny. Classified as secret information. And the way you are just questioning funny internet is like a problem. American said nearly 2,000. We ourselves, you go Google also say the same 2,000. American say it shows that Google. So what made that classified? So if you want to argue, then it means that whatever information we have on Google is true. If you get it vexed, because Google has also said the same 2,000 or merely 2,000. But the real issue is the underfunding of the AFL. That's the real issue. The legislature budget this year is about 51 or so million. AFL budget is 20 million. So what you want to say? Your whole army that's supposed to protect the country, you give them, the lawmakers make more than 100% of the budget you give them. Then you want to sit down and make argument about classified? That's the real classified information we need to be discussing. How can you fund your army better? Guinea, you go there, they got military school. Do you have military school? All these small countries around West Africa that are older than Liberia, they got military school. They train their own people. Children from elementary, some of them, they started training, basically. By the time they get into college, they are full-fledged military personnel. Go to Ghana, they got military school. Go to Nigeria. We stay joking in our country. Then once in a while, talk about classified information. What are you doing to uplift your army? That's the question we should be discussing right now. You got people on at your borders. The only thing you could do is to tell your immigration, pull back. Your citizens took cutlasses to risk their lives to go challenge military persons that have guns. That just one round could lay a lot of them down. They went there hosted our flags, our flag. All we said, pull back. When we made the argument and said, look, send your AFL to the border. Which one of the AFL personnel we saw to the border? And that's why I said the last time that Lisa make and say, hey, you know, my man can't eat sand. So I'm not a lover, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. And Lisa make and do that. You can't say you are a father in your house. You have been your home is being encroached upon. Then you go out under the bed. They are wife and children come outside and make noise. So this situation only exposed the vulnerability of Liberia security-wise. So it's time for us to see this as a waking dream to solve the problem of our country. And not start looking for who to shave blames of. American Article 42 is clear. So you cannot investigate American for anything you say on the Senate floor. Whether you call it classified or whether you call it super classified, you cannot investigate him. The real issue is when you go back the next budget year for 2027, going forward, see how you can augment the military budget so that they can have better support, so that you can even encourage young people. That a lot of people are saying that less basic. How do you encourage them to join the army? How do you even drop the criteria to join the army so that they can be able to get there and support and defend the country when need be? Those are the kind of discussion we should be having as lawmakers. You're saying now waiting for the president to bring solutions. It's not the president that's going to bring solutions about war, because that's a task given to the lawmaker to declare war and to broker peace views. What kind of solution have you brought forth? You want to say now whatever the president to discuss. And when you come, you say, yeah, nay. So we need to be serious as a country. How do we take this matter and solve it? That's on our head as Liberians and the senator. And there's no better place to have said that besides the Senate floor, because there were decisions are made.
Thank you very much. Let me hear you, Kev. Let's close up on this and we'll go to the rest of the guys.
Stanton, this is simple. Very, very, very simple. There's no classified information here. Nothing classified. It's on Google. Glendy, you correct. It's there. You just a simple Google. It's there. We've been knowing this thing for long. Nothing Amara said was wrong. I think what Amara was saying, fund the military. Give them money. You took $50 million to give it to Samuka for maintenance. Goodness. And give the military $3.5 million in a supplementary budget. Then will Amara talk and you say you'll impeach him? Who with a logical mind would think that way? It's sickening. The country is going in a very sick direction. Sick direction. Who would believe that? It's like some cognitive decline is going on with the leader, with the president. Because something going on that is not correct. You're taking money, putting it differently. You take $10 million to build whatever you call it, a lie and say it's MRE building. but still not funding the military. Amara is called. I think the country should be praising Amara, because the strength of the military is come in the defense of the nation, because we have the Guineans taking over Liberia territory. It's disrespect. I think the lawmakers should call for the impeachment of the president, because he swore an oath to defend and protect the nation. And Amara is calling to strengthen the military. Then don't people come and play the joke? The country is a joke. It's a joke. Stanton, it's a joke. So I think.
So thank you very much. Thank you, Cap. Let me put this up real quick before we go to the other guy. This is just simple Google search. You can do it right now. Go on Google right now and just ask for the strength of the military, right? And this is exactly what Amara said. The emphasis of Liberia is a small post-conflict military with approximately 2,000 active personnel. You can Google search this right now. This is not yet being classified, all right? Focus primarily on internal security, border patrol, and peacekeeping, right? 141 out of 145 in 2026. Lack heavy armor, tanks, or an air force, relying on light weapons and small coastal patrol. So where is the problem here?
That only our position was 141 or 145. Can you imagine?
What's the problem here?
Stand up, quick question. Stand up, quick question. Stand up, quick question for you. No, I don't want to ask you a quick question, Stand up. The information you get right on Google, is the Ministry of National Defense the source for that information?
I should be asking you, because you said what Amara said is classified. You said what Amara said is classified. You said it, Vani. That's the reason why I asked you the same question, and you said you couldn't hear me. Your internet was skipping because you're in the car. You laughing again? I should be asking you. Amara didn't say we want.
I'm asking if the information you publish on Google.
I asked you the question, you refuse to answer it, my man. This is Punto about. That ain't one way traffic here. We come both ways.
No, I'm having another issue. I'm asking you now.
Vanny, no. We are asking you, Vanny. You refuse to answer. When you came on this show, you beat on my dear friend Amara Kone, the man that were crying, sharing tears. We'll fix the country. We'll fix the country. At that time, you were celebrating him. Today, you are condemning him because he read something common, short from Google. That everybody reading today.
Let me keep my location
classified. You say it was classified. Jacob, let's hear you. We need to stop this, folks. Liberians not stupid anymore, man. The Liberian people not stupid anymore, my man. Vanny, don't start that car. Oh, the man go. Jacob. Jacob, let's hear you.
No, Stan, I want to change my location.
Okay, go ahead, Chief. Change your location. We'll wait for you. Jacob, go ahead.
Yes, Stanton, I think I don't want to start repeating my colleagues here. You know, that would be a waste of oxygen to start repeating what everyone has said here already. So I just want to basically make a quick point about the legislature and our national leaders. I'm getting feedback in this button. I don't know. Yeah.
You know, you're right. Sorry, let me mute Vanny. Yes, go ahead. We're good now.
Okay, yeah, sure. The way we make decision, about our public resources, the way we make, spending decisions as the country. And this has been something that has touched this nation. I don't want to go too far, but even right after the war, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, my own old man, the CDC, Mr. Weir, which had the same kind of wrong, upside down spending approach towards national development. We're having the same challenges now under the Unity Party. And you, Stanton, you were part of the campaign, you put campaign here vigorously during that election that these things were not going to happen. But now we're seeing here.
We're I tell you, man, he style me, I will style him. You won't put me
in the style me. I you should style me. But Stanton, you put campaign here in this country, on this day, where all over the country, that you are going to fix this issue. After 3 years, we're still coming back and rehearsing this same wrong things that keep happening. So where is this rescue that you people promised in this country? I want to put that question clearly to you. And even American, I want to take on American tonight. Yesterday was one day on the board. He was also part of the rescue. And they said, Mr. Weir, people were bankrupt. They were wrong. They knew zero. They did nothing. They were damaging the country. And you people are going to fix it. Yeah. Now we have it from one car crash, political car crash, to another. And you people are not fixing anything in this country. Yeah, this country, you've not seen any results. LEC is not performing. No LEC, none in my country. LEC that generator on now. I don't know about other people. But LEC is not even able to offer election for 4 or 5 hours a day. No water in the country. Nothing doing. The legislature is a complete chaos. It's a huge mess. You know, the democracy is under attack. Devon Kumla has talked about PU. Everything is going haywire in the country. So what a rescue your promise all in the country here today now.
So I want to say thank you. I'm going to go to Jeff and Tamba. Let Tamba come in. I don't want to take the time. I will answer you seriously. I will answer you, right? You are quite correct. Not because we cater on the show. We fought to bring change, a genuine change to Liberia. And everything everyone's saying today and saying, you the cause, Amara the cause, Stanton the cause, Pedro Costa the cause, Martin Collins is called, Prophet Key, Yeke Koruba, Mark Jabate. You can put blame on us. But we got one of the few things to tell you. And I will tell you today. And I will tell all Liberians today. I regret one goddamn bit of fighting for Joseph Yuma Barker. You want me to say I regret? No. I have no regret. And that's why I don't want to divert from this conversation. But I will give you my sincere answer today, brother. I'm not wishy-washy. It was for the change. We brought Joseph Yuma Barker. And I will tell you why. I think it was important to do so. Let me bring in time. I got us while we're feeling with the Amara discussion.
Thank you, Stanton. Just for disclaimer, I hear someone say on the show, Liberia today is like North Korea. That is a fallacy. I think Wilfred Bangura here live in Liberia currently. Jacob, I don't know whether you are in Liberia. Fubi is in and out on a regular basis. I'm in Liberia 3-4 times a year. I recently got my letter from there. But look, despite our challenges as a nation, despite what we are going through today and the security situation we are dealing with Guinea, we who believe in Liberia, we still believe that Liberia is on the march. Now, does it mean that GMB is doing everything perfectly to move this country forward? Absolutely not. And GMB is just one man. GMB has a cabinet of people that he has entrusted to help him move forward with the rescue and development march of this country. But let me come back to close on the AFL issue. Yesterday I said, where there's great power, great power comes with great responsibility, as the saying goes. And we talk about, Jeff, you and I will agree on something today. Where you say Amara was Minister of Finance for over a decade. Well, you see, since we had our first election post-war in 2005.
I'm not Minister of Finance for over a decade. That's not correct.
Okay, close to a decade. I stand to be corrected, Jacob. But since we had our first post-war election.
Close to a decade.
But Jacob, okay, Amara was Minister for one day, but let him mentor back.
Yeah, let me make my point. I can go to Amara's resume and tell you exactly how.
But just go ahead. We got to move on. We got plenty to talk. We will put it to one day. Amara was just Minister for one day.
Yeah. The decisions you say in time.
You call me today, you see our video Amara there today are talking for him now. What about you can't win them?
Jacob, you interrupting my time today, man. Please. Jacob, look, yesterday you and I were on Amara's back, but today it's not what Amara said today or yesterday is not treasonous, and we agree on that. But they say prepare in times of peace, you prepare for war. The decisions that have been made over the last 20 years have led us to where we are today. Well, you see, when you talk about the showboating, Stanton, the showboating is that Nyan Twine is afraid that Amara's advocacy now to add more funding for the AFL makes Amara to shine alone. And Nyato is part of that Senate. And they are all there trying to reallocate the additional 8 million they got to get AFL more money and to add money for teachers and nurses. So Amara took the credit and he took the limelight. And that's the showboating he's talking about. So these guys, look, they are all self-seeking, trying to prepare for the next election when it should be working for Liberians today to move this country forward. We are not where we are. I heard this week that the school in Solomba at the border with Guinea has opened. And I do acknowledge that the farmers, especially the people who farm at the
You are from where? Where that video?
Oh, I saw a post. I was sending it to you.
You saw a post, but you see no video, right?
No, I didn't see a video, but I saw a
Okay,
post.
so say that.
Acting principle.
Call you on the show. Then
Okay,
we'll go to that school.
And also, I did receive an outreach. The farmers, there's one of the largest agro companies there that's producing, I'm not sure how many metric tons of rice every year. They also need to return to work, and we are appealing that this situation be resolved. But we shouldn't waste our time in trying to say who is advocating for the AFF today to get more money in the budget. These people owe it to the Liberian people, these senators and representatives, and they should do better. One day advocacy doesn't remove Amara from the time that he spent in the government, from his time as Minister of Finance, and from his time now as senator for 3+ years going. What have they done for this AFL?
Thank you very much. I don't know where that conversation coming from, man. I'm already fighting now. Then you go back and say you were there, Charlie came down. But anyway, Jacob, close up. Then we'll go to Vanessaki. Jacob, let's close on this one.
Chessington.
Chessington.
No, I mean Jacob. Sorry, I mean Jefferson. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Stanton. As I said earlier, look, everything Amara said is true. It's true. There's no classified information there. All that information is public information. Nothing classified about it. Nothing. But my point here is, what Amara should be telling us is why did they agree for them to print the amount of money they're printing? Why he agreed to it? Why he's not telling us, why the Unity Party government is not providing to us the reason why they're printing the amount of money they're printing. Why is he not talking about that? Those are the critical things he should be talking, not telling us what we already know. We already know that Liberian army is 2,000 men strong. We already know that. We already know Guinea army strength because it's public information. Yantua, he's completely ignorant of the law. You're saying understand, because if he knew what the law says, he would not even be threatening to prosecute or to investigate Amara Kone on statement made in plenary. For coming from a senator, for me, it's disappointing. We're expecting to know better than that. Or maybe they are carried away by their arrogance, and so they think that they can get at anybody that say anything that appears to be against this government, which is wrong. That's why I kept saying on the show that this Unity Party government offer building a one-party system, and they must be stopped in their track. Secondly, they only pushing us to the brink of war, because if everything that was done in the past that took us to war is the exact thing or even more that this government is doing. So we need to put them in check. I don't care what Amara said, those information are public information. And it's full-headed for the senator to even talk about going after Amara Kone because of that. They should be talking about the more, things that are going to improve the lives of the ordinary Liberian. You printing that amount of money, you have not shown why you printing it, what happened with the previous money that was printed, and you're not telling anything. You pass on that, but you did not talk about it. You're talking about it. In my mind, it makes no sense. So I think we should focus on what is more important to the Liberian people.
So I want to say, again, that's Spain, and to all our fellow Liberians listening to us out there, we are not going to war. Our opposition will come and say we push us to the brink of war. No. We will not do no war. I want to encourage every Liberian. I want to encourage every Liberian to know that Liberia will never ever go down that path again. We disagree politically, and we try to fix it. But what Americans said is nothing close, nothing close. Folks accusing him that it was bad, it was this, nothing close to that. Every lawmaker, every citizen have right to question her government, right? It's on Google. Let me see if we can have Vani Shermasaki again quickly. Vani, let's close on this one now. We gotta move to the next one, please. You gotta unmute, Vani, unmute yourself.
Yeah. Am I good now? Am I good?
Yeah. I can
I
hear
don't know what's going on. Am I good?
Vani, we're hearing you. Go ahead. You good.
Your audio is classified.
Okay, thank you, Stanton. Yes, thank you, Stanton. Quickly, we'll get a few things straight up. One, no military in the war will post the military or any. But let me for our country. When I listen to the global chair of the TMC, using travel to say action we are taking against the Lama because
Center the men classify. We can't hear him.
Men and women of the Honorable House of Representatives. Expect a Loma man from the House of Representatives. Again,
Ambassador, sorry, I was talking when you're calling.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
My man, mute yourself, Jeff. Mute yourself, Jeff. Mute yourself. Yeah, they gotta get the people that are in trouble. You called in Dimas Camera and you go loud like that. All right, but let me say this, right? And sorry classify. I gotta declassify that one. Jefferson can forget himself, you know. But let me say this though, and I'm trying to find a video. You remember President Boakas told the nation that the military was 2002? And this is true. To those political fools, I'm not going to call it that, harassing Senator Amar Conan, read President Boakas February 26, 2026 speech. The current size of the army is estimated at 2,000. The recruitment plan could take the number of service members to around 4,000 if executed successfully. President Joseph Yima Boakas of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Where money? Where money? The public Google search it too now, or the public declassify that information? The president declassify the information now?
Better not serious.
It's so ugly that you beat your American, and President Boakas saying the thing every day. President Boakas just said very clearly that he's trying to put the army strength to 4,000. President Boakas said that February. He would take it from 2,000 and double it. Small, chair. Do we blame President Boakas? You know, the people just got So President Boakas, now he the president, he just waved his hand and declassify all the information, and he told the Guinea people that, yeah, we get 2,000 personnel. Guys, we got to stop this thing. We got to stop this madness because the records are dead. Americana didn't say anything wrong. Americana is advocating for more money for the lawmaker, for the AFL soldier, like so many senators and other lawmakers are doing. He backed it. And I don't know what my brother Francis Dupu said, but yeah, listen to Francis, he got to read more.
Is that for the record, our military information is not on the internet. So the information provided on our Connor is not true. Thank you.
So the message for the record, what kind of senator they have? What they got where the senator school at? Do they have senator school that originally they get senator school, right? Because come on, Google search. Every country in the world have the military, some of the military information online. It may not be in depth. It may not be the real secret, but they have the general information online. Every country, go on Google, it will tell you. But for us to say that, I think that Americans have committed one of the most treasonous crime ever, and to see the men that can go Calabar with Jacob Jada for them to drink beer, the men that failed to hold Asala Mita responsible to allow the Liberian people to live in the dungeon of the crap feces. The man brought all around, he will not do it, he will not do it. As soon as the press will write, the man say, I will sign on it.
A Jacob friend.
That Jacob friend, they will meet at Calabash tonight and drink beer. Can you imagine that? Let's do our talking now, we're begging you. Let's do our talking. So let's rest with this case, right? I also want to bring to your attention what have been circulating around while we close on this. I want to say thanks to all of you. Continue to share the show, folks. I don't think what Amaral Connor said is bad. I think he's just advocating for more money. He wants us to be serious. Amaral Connor can have his own fault. I beat on him before. But sometimes when they guys are pushing, we should compliment them. And I think that, yes, indeed, it's the right thing to do. But where are our yellow machine? Before we talk about Sam Jara, you remember Sam Jara on a recording that, he didn't sign to remove Yeke, and the people that removed Yeke were getting money. Y'all heard that? You guys heard it, right? That Richardson, you heard it, right? Let me play it. This is a representative Sam Jara.
Greedy and succeeding. That's where common sense, wisdom, and knowledge must be applied. For instance, today what? And we're closing today, and most of you following the social media, right? According to law, session should start 10 o'clock. When we started 7:45. And I've seen people all on Facebook say the House have passed the supplementary at 53 million. I can confirm that I'm a lawmaker, and I've seen in the chat room because all of you are supposed to have part of my district, so I don't have some things. Nothing was passed. You know what was done? We only say we said it that because the guys are arguing majority say they want their money before they can sign it. And so you will find out that the news is coming about the actual thing is not true. That document is sitting down, no signature, with the hope that when our payment come back next week or during the weekend, which is Friday or Saturday, then before one person will just sit somewhere and sign for everybody, then it announced that the budget have been passed, supplementary budget have been passed. So yeah, my final word to you, I want to say thank you. I hope all of you can do see for each and like.
So let me say this now, right? Did he really say it? Was that the recording? We reached out to Representative Sam Jara. We have Representative Sam Jara on the phone. Representative, thank you for joining us from Bombay County. It's always good to talk to you, and thank you for taking our call. We play our audio, and can you please clarify whether it was you speaking to your people in the context on which you were speaking? Welcome to Spoon Talk, sir.
Thank you, bro. If I'm not live, please let me know so that I let you know I'm not okay.
Yeah, we're managed. Yeah, we're managed. You're good.
Yeah, I don't know which one of the is that the interview that the people are circulating, or is that the audio that I told you that?
No, I think that's the one that's circulating. And shout out to OKFM. I believe they're the one that posted this audio.
All right, so last night, Jim, they were around 2 or 3 when he sent me an audio. And in their audio, I'm just saying that one, that the budget was not passed. 2, that we were waiting for P before we can pass the budget. 3, what is another thing that I also basically the whole thing about it is I responded that I'm making to understand. I don't know who did that. That audio is not my audio. Because the first question that I asked him is who sent it to him, how he got it, who did the interview, or where was I speaking? So one thing he told me was he got it from a chat, but he could not tell me who sent it to him. And that was the statement he made of me. Regarding the interview I was doing the video, yeah, that's what I can admit today. But our audio, no.
Did the audio to say that the lawmaker then were receiving money? You saying you didn't say that?
Yeah, so here's the thing Stephen must understand. And this one, I'm saying it, thank God I'm on your platform, you can verify this one. Because Thomas, You can also verify this from the speaker. Same Wednesday, I have not gone forward. According to that audio, I'm saying that the budget was not passed. When I was not there, I'm calling names that you can call to verify from them. If a Margaret Stoma had called me around 7 to 8 that morning, he wanted to come to me at that day, but he said he had a meeting. So how can I knew that the budget was not passed? How can I know that people were taking money for passing of the budget? Mine, I'm a member of the Ways and Means too. So I know the processes of the budget. I know what goes into it. Why I agree, I was not around to be part of the hearing. So how could I be saying that kind of thing?
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
Let me add another thing again. I'm also seeing on Facebook from Smooth Mobile, right?
Yeah.
Now, read the entire Smooth Mobile page. Even though I can see the politics into it, now, for all the other claim made, I got a godfather in the Sunday that the party pushing me out in the remember I want to offer that. But when the time comes, we're just out. But you see that he admitted in that I'm not sure call reporter or what, I was not around, but I clearly that I said he took money. So there are plenty things over there. I don't know.
So, but to be on the record, you are not accusing, and you didn't say that your colleagues took money. Am I correct?
But even the audio, where are that conversation?
Okay.
I didn't have that conversation with anybody. I was not interviewed by anybody.
So that's what I'm saying. Let me on the record, just yes or no. You didn't say that your colleague take any money.
No.
Okay. So my next thing, and thank you for clarifying that though. And I'm not going to hold you too long because you'll figure. I heard that you were somewhere. Did you receive any document from the speaker office to come and be interrogated on the audio?
No, but I know that for the record, I know that I saw it on the same Facebook circulating that the host has summoned me, but I've not received any communication to that effect.
Okay, but now you're saying you didn't say it. So let me move on. Were you the same representative that said that someone forged your signature in removing Yeke Koluba? Can you clarify, please?
At least by the interview, they would want to use a choice of words, but my choice of words was not somebody forged. So yeah, it's what happened.
Okay.
I'm in Wema Town in Lower Store doing this year. I'm calling it so that people can use that to make their own investigation. So this gentleman from Puma, one of the local radio stations from me, they called Richard Williams, had gone there to cover what I refer to in-house vocational training. So during the interview, he asked this question. Now you are here and you people have removed on a Yeke Koluba. Can you tell me why? So I said, why? I know that investigation is on because we all special city. People who follow me and some of your reporter at the Capitol asked me, every Thursday after session I'm in this. So I didn't know that the issue of Yeke because go back, I think your reporter was there on Wednesday during that hearing of Honorable Koluba. I was in that hearing, the time his lawyer left. If you found out, you were here, I asked Honorable Koluba a question similar to what I'm referring to. That I heard that was in me on Spoon and my name was called that people already signed the New Yorker even before the investigation. Now that is just something to use as a side. So the general had asked me, so I told him, who told you what? So he opened the other phone and showed me the list on Facebook. The signature page was on Facebook. And when I read the signature page, it was not something that I called after I came to town through live Facebook, read by the chief clerk. That signature page that he showed me said a resolution by the fifth legislature, the fifth of a representative to remove Honorable Koluba. So I don't know, I did not sign.
Okay.
Because I know that was Inter Wednesday and the rules scholar administrator can confirm that.
So the honorable man, let me ask you a question. You didn't sign, but the page has been circulated that you signed. What would you do? Are you questioning who?
Yeah, so since I came to town, first of all, when I arrived to town, the first person he called for was the deputy speaker. And he had asked me that he saw an interview, whether it was me. I said, yes. And you asked me what was the problem. I said, the problem is that a page was submitted to me that was assigned for the removal on the callback. And I can't remember signing that document, where especially looking at the description of the document. So the next day on Tuesday when I went to work, I did not meet the entire leadership because first of all that Tuesday they had a former lawmaker that died case. Secondly, the third day, so Honorable Kula was the one who called me because he had all administration and he said that you're going to get back to me by 2. So that I am, because at that time now, a lawmaker from my county, Honorable Obadiah Barney, had made a plea. So he said, you're going to call me again so that we can have a conversation with him. Till now, we have not had that conversation.
So till now, you have not signed any document removing Yeka Koruba?
No.
Wow. Is there anything else you'd like to add? It's good that you're joining us today. Thank you. Do you want to say anything?
There are few things I want to add. I will be on the county radio station tomorrow morning. Normally every weekend in the car, I could not go because the condition of COVID I'm facing. So I'm going to be here. So the few things I want to add is one, I will start with the recent one. Honorable Morba has done some write-up on Facebook. Let me say the Honorable Morba. I agree some of them may not have come from the traditional background of politics. We came from different fields, but we are quick learner. Whatever politics he play, I appreciate it. But I put him to the challenge, that he said that he know he's aware that I'm blaming that I signed. Number one. Number two, that as a hydrocarbon committee chairperson, he got things on me that would prove that I'm not honest or dishonest. Who one of these days he can make the day let me add-ons or anywhere later. I put into the challenge. I want to refer to his Honorable Fani of my country. Honorable Fani, I want to understand the politics because he's a United Party lawmaker, and I know what that means. To see that he took me, when you read the audio, the interview, how it changed gold did that he took me to go and sign. So he had a few questions. Number one, when the general asked him what when he told me to sign, he said sign. He said no, he did not sign. Only me he told to sign. So why did he take me? Is it because that he was the one carrying the signature page around? Number one. Number two, is he the chairman of rules order and administration? Number three, was it because I didn't know where I was signing? Then when they asked him what I was in session, he said no. When did we sign? He said we signed everything. So if he is admitting, I don't know whether he give you questions of that. He's admitting that 25,000 was shared because some of the things that prompted my interview was that clean. When the general went, also, sorry, you already received 25,000 out of me on the Koruba. So that is admitting, but I also put in the challenge. And tomorrow, I know that he have tried twice. The radio station have called him and called me, but they were not able to get him. Now they have given me signal that he said he's ready for tomorrow. I will be prepared to do that for myself.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Representative. Thank you for joining us. And we wish you well, man. Please, we wish you well. Thank you. Yeah. Dr. Richardson, two things. He said he didn't, said he received money, and he didn't sign for Yeke removal.
Yeah. Interesting. I wanted to ask him a question, although I know it's rather late in Liberia right now. I couldn't really hear some of the things he said. So thank you for interpreting some of it. But he said he didn't sign, and my question to him was he in favor of signing or not in favor of signing? Number one, and number two, if he did not sign, and who signed his name? How does the House of Representatives go about making sure that people are present, in the House of Representatives? Is it by verbal or is it by signing? And if you sign for somebody else in most developed country, if you sign somebody's name, it is a crime. It is fraudulent to do so. So it's something that needs to be clarified from Liberia.
Dr. Richardson, thank you. Glennie, what do you make about this sentence like I asked Dr. Richardson? Number one, he didn't sign. Number two, he's not the one that, on the recording.
Tinter, I tell you, I don't know. I think I've been one of the persons who have been sharing Representative Jala, the video recording, the first one, where I think he was in the area bombing and they interviewed him, where he said he didn't sign. He said he was coming to Monrovia and he was going to talk about it. When he came to Monrovia, he then said now that he can disclose everything about it, but there are investigations. There are some people that he needs to talk to, because I've been following this story. So if you were vehemently saying when you were in the bush, I didn't do it, I did not sign, I'm coming there. If it means we're going to court, we're going to go to court. You get to Monrovia. In fact, he said, I will be in Monrovia on Monday. He was not in Monrovia on Monday because session was not until Tuesday. When he got to Monrovia on Tuesday, then they asked him, and then what he said, there are some things that he cannot disclose. So with all the vigor that he had in the village, once he got to Monrovia, that vigor died. This is such, for me, it is so discouraging because this is such a young representative. I'm pretty sure I'm older than he is. This is someone
But let me interrupt you, Granny. Let me interrupt you, right? He's on your show now announcing he didn't sign. So all that other thing now, all that other thing is in the past.
But this is what he said. But Stanton, I hear he's saying that he didn't sign. What has he done to proffer that thing that he didn't sign? And what is it that he's done?
He just told you, I've been sick, suffering from ulcer.
Okay.
The deputy speaker reached out to me. They promised for us to meet and talk because number one, they got to do it indoor now. I didn't sign the thing. How many nigga yet? And now he said James Colette called him. So they're waiting to sit down and talk. I ain't got on the paper.
So, but then I also think
that he's still telling the Liberian people, reassuring them that he didn't sign. Who put any on the paper to get him 49?
But so I think this is where the journalists them in Liberia now should go now. We understand, we wish that the representative gets well soon. This is where I think people need to go to the speaker and ask the speaker. Where here it's almost like, and then what is even more alarming that he's saying that there was a post today from the Capitol building that the speaker was going, that had called him, summoned him to come and question him. And the man is saying that he's not feeling well. He never got that notification. He only saw it on Facebook. So is the current speaker not interested in integrity of the House?
A good question, but let's go ahead. But the Liberian people got to know yet, wait for it, Pangura. The man is still holding his ground. He said, I didn't sign. Who got them the 49 vote? He's saying he didn't sign. So they got only 48.
I found it very problematic, and I cannot put my hands around it with all of the deniability that he's putting up. In the two instances, he did not sign, and the audio, the voice on the audio is not his voice. I do not know the representative in person, so it will be very difficult for me to comment on this matter, except that I need to give him the benefit of the doubt. But the recent trend of his public life, in terms of these two scenarios, are very worrying and they are very concerning. I would encourage him to proceed circumspectly and perhaps try to be more careful in how he handles himself in the public, because if it becomes a pattern, then it's going to be a problem of leadership. So I would encourage him, since he says that he's not a warrant, that the public is looking up to him to see what recourse he's going to take. I mean, is he going to, ask for an investigation to be launched into the forgery? Because he is alleging forgery here. If somebody signed on his behalf, then of course it's a crime. And so, but what is he doing about it? Is he very silent about it? And so the silence is becoming loud. So the onus is on him to take certain steps. And I think the public will be watching him. But I will keep my mind open and I'll keep listening to him and see where all of this is going to lead.
Again, let me bring Fubi though. Fubi, they got 49. They got the numbers. People saying the menu was called. I spoke to him for a very long time today. And Mr. Stenton, listen, you can know my friend, but I didn't sign. And he said he's going to fight it to wait for a point. He said he's going to fight it. But what I'm hearing from our sources, right, that the leadership of the House, they're backing this guy. So, my man, don't do this thing to us. They're backing him. But he's still on national network like this. He said, I didn't sign. Fubi.
Yeah, so
Article 32B and Article 17. I beg you, Chief. Let me make this simple.
yeah, so no, but on a serious note,
I remember Article 32B, Article 17, and Article 2. All something in the realm of the library people. I mean, I try without saying about talk to.
yeah, he is good at his stand his ground. He stood his ground, and like what says Glenn was saying, he himself he has given so many conflicting interviews out there and denied some. And one video I watched listening to him also in his office. When they asked him the same question, he said the one that were published with fifth legislature. And he said if he has the opportunity, he will sign to remove Yeke because he doesn't think Yeke should be in the house. So he has all these different statements. But tonight to validate that he didn't sign and he's still having discussion in the back. So we look forward to seeing what will be the outcome of those discussions and what stance he will take to prove that his signature was actually forged. So we want to see that. Then the guys in the house, if you guys didn't get the number and didn't do your homework good, then you need to go back and do your homework. Then you can come back to formally remove Yeke because with this it means that you didn't get the number.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Spoon. Kafigo, this is a jungle operation. This is where people gather they want to believe in the House of Representatives, the lawmakers. But that Richardson, these guys, then their action is so bad. I'm hearing that they are backing Sam Jala. They will give him anything he wants. I'm hearing from my sources. He cannot put the House of Representatives in public disrepute. He must lie to say he signed the paper. And yet Sam Jala today kept saying, I didn't sign. Talk to me, Kat.
Stanton, Spoon is the leading platform in the country. And this man came on the platform and he said to the public, I didn't sign. Nothing else. At this moment, the Supreme Court should take this recording and understand that everything they did to Yeke by expelling Yeke should be void. The Supreme Court should act because they don't have the 49. Failure of the Supreme Court to act, we're having a gangster paradise. Liberia will become a gangster paradise because his name is there. Matter of fact, he accused a colleague of forgery. It's a big deal. Big deal. So we want to see the House should be, or whatever lawyers they get, should be at the Supreme Court defending the forgery and defending the act and the criminality against the state. To illegally remove a lawmaker. This is big. This is huge. And I think the Liberian people should call on this government to come clean and explain to them that whatever they're doing, whatever the lawmakers are doing, is not in the interest of them. So everybody who said that the lawmakers were right should come back, should take their word back and say, you know what happened in the country right now is the worst we have seen.
Thank you. No, but thank you very much. I think, Tama, before we bring in Jefferson, you spoke, right, Whitford? Okay.
See
Tama,
you.
let's bring in.
Yeah, Wilfred.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stanton.
No, hold on 1 minute. I think Fubi want to ask something. Fubi, what did you say?
Fubi?
No, I say I hope Sam Jala will not join because DB to say that AR because they pay around.
Exactly. That's a very good point. And just before I make my point, Stanton, look, I don't know your infrastructure, but given the fact that with the advent of AI, people keep denying their own voices, when there's no video in the background, right? So something to consider in the future when lawmakers are calling to the show. But the mere fact that Representative Jalak denied the earlier audio, we sound very familiar with his voice. I'm not an audio expert, raises a lot of questions wherein he's denying that he signed this resolution. His denial today, for me, it raises credibility and reputational issues about the House of Representatives, how they are conducting business. So it doesn't matter whether Joseph Wagner is president today or whether it's the 55th legislature. We must set the standards wherein we combat corruption and deal with integrity issues in every aspect of our governance system. These people are at the highest echelon in our society, representative. When issues like this come up, it raises credibility issues about them. And even the speaker himself, Representative Kuhn, Speaker Kuhn, how is he running this house? He himself has been marred in so many other distractions that's almost bringing this house to public disrepute. Finally, I think Representative Jalab's denial also gives ammunition to Yeke Koluba, who, according to them, have been expelled. It gives him ammunition to fight in court, and it is my hope that the Supreme Court will see this issue to the very end and render justice. If this was done dubiously and they didn't get the vote to expel Yeke Koluba, no matter where the chips may fall, then Yeke Koluba will return to the House. Then they have to go back and do it properly. This is a shame on our governance system, Stanton. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jacob. You're the last man I know. We're bringing T1 car, but this is a big shame, though. Hey, man, Jack.
So, Stanton, the fact that Honorable Jala is consistent that he did not sign that paper shows how low the House of Representatives, the Honorable House of Representatives, are falling under Richard Kuhn's leadership, under this Unity Party regime speaker. It speaks a lot about his leadership. And if the House is not careful, they will lose their integrity. The Liberian people will not respect them again, simply because of the hate for Yeke criticism against this government. Anybody should be able to accept for someone to criticize them. Why the government hates to be criticized? So why all the rush? Why not just do the right thing and getting out if you want to? Get the 49. So up to now, if Honorable Jala is sure that he did not sign that paper, that means Yeke Koluba was illegally removed from the House of Representatives. This speaks volume about the leadership of this government. It speaks volume about the leadership of the House. It's terrible for our governance system. It's terrible for our country. We cannot continue to run the country down the mud this way. Richard Kuhn shows that he has no leadership and that he has no authority over the House of Representatives. In fact, I'm hearing that Richard Kuhn even signed that resolution even before there was a tie. You presiding over the session, then you are one of the first person to sign. I mean, it shows how much they wanted to get rid of Yeke. It's unfair. If you want to do this, do it legally and do it once.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me just say this, right? They are threatening Sam Jala that if he failed to announce that he signed he will be suspended or expelled for saying that the lawmaker receiving money. Guys, the Supreme Court, and I trust the Supreme Court, the Justice in Chimwa Kabah, and the rest of the members, Chief Justice and all of them, respect to them. They must seriously look into this. There shouldn't be bias. The law should be the law. If those guys don't present themselves as criminal lawmakers, they should be exposed. On this show, Sam Jala is still saying, he insisted, forget about the flip-flopping, that he didn't sign. Dr. Richardson, you never had the number. You froze people's signature. Mama Bridge was saying in the country, she came out, she said, yo, give me the paper, let me sign. It was after the fact. That's wrong. Our country cannot move anywhere. When Richard Nangbe-Kun, Thomas P. Fala, and the rest of them, James Colette, for their family, and think they can hold hostage the House of Representatives and tell lawmakers, the colleagues, that we will kick you out if you fail to be law-abiding here within our rules and policy. It's wrong. Vani, the Sam is saying he didn't sign. Vani, what say you? You the
one. Yeah, thank you, Stanton. Again, I released a post a few days ago, sending a warning to lawmakers who are in the constant habit of signing resolution and coming back to the public and saying they did not sign. There are some punishment awaiting them. We are very sure about that. The lawmaker in question will got people to testify that he did sign the document. We got a lawmaker who can testify that they were there, he signed the document. We've been through this same path before. During the Kofa scenario, there are people who signed, came back, say they did not sign. The reason Stanton, I don't like to waste my time on the legislative matter because it's just that placing a dog before a mirror and expect to see a goat. The good thing that happened for our country was to have Yeke Koruba out of the House of Representatives. That was a blessing, and we might enjoy it and celebrate it. I'm not going to go back and forth on inside. You can go follow the legal process and do what you want to do. We are done with that. Those in District 10 who have interest in our seat, start warming up and getting prepared for by-election, because this is not going to do anything.
Vani, you got something on. Can you turn maybe something off or so? Vani, I know you want to move on. I know the objective, the aim just to get rid of Yeke, like you're trying to get rid of Amara Kone, right? But the lawmaker saying, I didn't sign. That's what the lawmaker is saying. How dare you to say he's lying? He's saying, I didn't sign.
Stanton, he said he didn't sign. We got people to testify that he did sign. He signed a document. So if he's trying to play politics, that's on him. We passed that bridge long time without looking back. He can decide to play politics, but he signed.
That's not how Labrador will work. That's not how the system will work. That's not how we're going to do a jungle justice, Bonnie. You don't want that. That's not the reason why you fought for President Barker if you did. That's not how the country would be. You cannot say we passed that bridge, so we should ignore a certain lawmaker when he said, I didn't sign. You are doing jungle justice here. And I think you are wrong, my brother. You are a young man, I'm a young man. We shouldn't encourage that. That just because a lawmaker say the man signed, the man again your own hand say I didn't sign. You say we passed that bridge because you get some bitterness against Yeke. And they believe that Yeke should be removed. And you are telling your Liberian people that you fight for. You're saying that it's just okay. It's just okay that we shouldn't listen to the lawmaker because you get the vote. Or you say you get the vote. And the man said, no, that ain't me. And you're telling us to ignore it. Is that the Liberia you want? The Liberia that you fought your way against, that the Liberia now you want to say, once it is for me, it's good for me, I shouldn't worry? Is that what you are selling tonight, Vani? Then we are ashamed of you, Vani. That's not what we champion Joseph Braga for. Let allow the law to be the law. But again, hey, if that's how you want to run the country, my brother, there's a time and season for everything. When you come back to haunt you, I hope you won't be crying though. T. Wanokai, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Stanton. Just the sheer measure of arrogance, that we are hearing from some of these individuals who support the vote against Yeke Koluba is a part of the reason why, if this government is not careful, those who stand on the side of justice, those who do not depend on government funding to survive, will speak for what is right, and they will speak against this measure of injustice. I feel ashamed to be on this show tonight and find myself on the same side with some colleagues that I disagree with, big time on so many issues. Tonight, I will say to you that what is going on as it relates to the removal of Yeke, it's been going on for quite some time. Not too long ago, the people now who are supporting the removal of Yeke were the ones who were crying, oh, what you did to Kabina Janet is wrong. Wrong should not only be wrong when it is against your interest, and then it becomes right when it supports your interest. This is wrong. I support this government, but there are some things that are going on that I would say here tonight that I am ashamed of. If you want to remove Yeke, work to get the number. If you don't have the number, first of all, look at just what happened. The justice in chamber sent a communication and said, put everything on hold. Let's have a conference. You ignore that because you feel like, oh, you are the first branch of government, and if the court says what you don't want, you can work with the executive and gang up against the court, and you can have your way. This is not okay. It was not okay when George Weah was president in this country. It is not okay now. And to the Unity Party supporters who feel like they must survive only on government job, some of them this is not okay. When you see wrong, the right way to be a patriotic citizen is to stand up for what is right. When you see wrong, you call it wrong. This is a shame. And to hear some representative come and say, oh, it's behind us now, they can't do nothing about it. Some of these guys need to be or maybe try or investigate it when they leave office, because they are breaking shame to this house, and something has to be done about it. And it's so annoying that we have some people that are not even qualified to be member of the Honorable House of Representatives, and they come on the show and they just talk tap. I'm done with that. Thank you.
Artie, welcome. Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you. We got 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, this thing is over, right? It will be 11:30 in Labrador. It will be 7:30 here. I don't know which state Vanisaki in. It will be whatever time. Vani will say thank you for joining us tonight. I knew in myself that you didn't miss the direction. I told you let me leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave it. I thought you took the wrong exit, but it's good to have you. Yeah, I want to say to all of you again, it's good to have you. Just one thing quickly, and I like to just jump there. Where is our Bano yellow machine and the Sametua issue? You know that Sametua closed today, right? They took him off the bench today. Sametua coming out with Zico spirit. He laughing. He's in his kosu. And the man saying that, listen, he rejected the claims of the government that the government, saying he ate the money, the $6.5 million from FIA. Sametua says, show me the proof. Put the proof in the pudding, right? And the government going to see whether they can really have a strong argument yet. But what I'm hearing, though, and that Richardson is very important for us to take note on. Maybe it's true. The government saying that they will ask Sametua to pay restitution and just change the thing from a criminal lawsuit to a civil lawsuit. I don't know how those that work, and Kanye is not yet to even help us, or Clinton, right? But I think it would be a mistake if the government feel within themselves that they charge Sametua wrongly. Sametua was very strong on the stand. Sametua said, listen, y'all go find your criminal, not me. They got nothing on me. And Sametua spoke. He testified on an oath, and the case continued. Quickly, that originally said, only you I'm asking, well, what's your feeling like? If the government, if it doesn't fit, you must equate. And what is about to happen here? I don't know whether we'll go back to Vanisaki and say we don't care, just put 712 in jail. Because those are hostile words coming from my dear friend and brother Vanisaki. We don't care, you can out. We will not worry about the law. We don't care, put 712 in jail because he's enemy of the state. We just don't care about 712. We the government in power. Well, Dr. Richardson, talk to me. Talk to me, Dr. Richardson.
Yeah. So my opinion is that everyone is afforded due process of the law. Okay. All citizens of Liberia should have due process. As it relates to Samuel Twist's case, he has several charges against him: corruption, criminal conspiracy, and what have you. And it's my recollection that Samuel Twe said that he took the money from the central bank and gave it to NSA for security reasons. And we've been stuck on what was the security reason. What was the security reason? That's what we've been stuck on. And some of you have argued on the show that when something is classified in security, we will never know. I have always held the opinion that it was during election time. I also am asking, what was the security reason that led Samuel Twe to issue or withdraw that large amount of money from the bank to NSA? That's all I want to know. What was the security reason? So I've maintained that position.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson. Now let me come to you, Wilfred. Wilfred, Samuel Twe, he's out of the hot seat in the court. His argument very strong. I posted in the chat room. It's on Spoon Pages. What say you? And what I'm hearing, it could be true that the government will ask Samuel Twe, to pay something like they did Samuka. You think the government should go that route after they have charged him criminally?
Stanton, I'm not a lawyer, and this is a court matter. But the good news is that everybody who appears before the court is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So Samuel Twe is in a court of law, and he took the witness stand and he testified. And though I have not been following this case very, very closely, but you have just confirmed today to us tonight that he is done with his part of the testimony, and they want to transfer or change the case from a criminal case to a civil case, if that is legally tenable. So I can't answer in the affirmative because I'm not a lawyer, but we will be looking forward to see how it all ends. But, we trust the justice system we have, the judiciary system. The process is unfolding. So let's give the process a chance to see how it goes. But, out of the law, Samuel Twe is not guilty until they can prove that he is guilty. So let's watch the process and see how it ends or how it unfolds.
Thank you very much. We got to jump quickly. We got to move. Let me just bring in, I'm going to mute myself and we'll hear from Vani and Kev. We got to go on the other side with the yellow machine. The reason why I bring in Vani, he's a strong steward supporting Joseph Yema Barker. Vani, what are you hearing? What say you? You can unmute yourself.
Let me just say we're all waiting for the final verdict. And, but let me just make reference to you saying Samuel Twe leaving the cohort smiling. I witnessed many cases where I saw defendant leaving courtroom smiling and later end up in prison. So coming from the courtroom with smile is not an indication of anything that you have won anything or you are presenting an argument to vindicate yourself from the case. Well, we'll get the process a chance. It's now which one again was all about a clear, transparent process. We'll listen to the jury. And again, we respect the ruling. That's all I can say. We can't say anything anymore because it's in court already. So we just wait for the final day when the verdict is by and we accept it.
So, Senator, on the case, you respect the ruling, but you get on the case, you pass that one. You don't care about the
no rule. You get yours an administration issue.
But when that Chief, we got one Supreme Court. Senator, you will respect the process, but you get on the Supreme Court doesn't apply. But
the Supreme Court did not rule anything.
Yeah,
The Supreme Court did not ruin your case.
I will be reminding you to put a stay order. Now you get one representative say, I didn't sign. You say, well, we'll ignore that representative because.
No, I didn't say so. I think he's fine. He did fine. He
Yeah,
did
Kev, you
fine.
say you didn't sign. You say, we'll move on.
We got
Kev,
evidence that he's fine.
Kev, let's hear you, my man. Well, my job is just to remind you. Kev, let's hear you.
Stanton, one of the reasons that I do have high respect for you, and I believe that you're a man of integrity, is to be in a position that you fought so hard to bring this government, and you're saying to yourself, that's not what I fought for. You praise the government when they do well, you go against the government when they not do well, right? And what baffles me, and then sometimes give me sleepless nights, with some of our folks who think they are brilliant, they are smart, and in the eyes of the public, they just look dummy. How 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 will you just defend certain things that you know that is not correct? You go against Yeke because the president go against Yeke. He said they should remove Yeke. For the same reason that the president supported Yeke for him to come to power. Hey man. How do your electrical appliances in your brain work? How do your hypothalamus work? So what you feed into your hypothalamus regulates your body, and you just move. Why? You
Yeah, I thought you say you didn't pass your nursing school exam because you see all the baby water that you defining like Fubi. The man pass. Fubi, the man pass with A. I thought say you pass, man. You talking about
Probably got a computer open for him.
The man go off tangent.
I don't have
I thought the frontal lobe that did a technical company.
The man want challenge
But Stephen, I want to tell a second, man. I wanted to chime in on this
So
topic.
let me finish that. Let me finish this. You see, the hypothalamus, we call it a thermostat of the body, right? What you feed in it is how your body regulates, right? So folks will come, they put junk in the brain, they feed the hypothalamus, and then they just regulate. They just think. So, but they forget to know that the same Yeke, they say, oh, moving. I don't care. But yesterday, you were sitting right there. How do your brain, how you just switch from one end to another? So that's why when I say I respect and Stanton, because he decided not to put that junk in his brain. He decided to say, I will be the Stanton that I was attacking the CDC government for the same thing, and I will be this person. So how can those guys like
Thank you, Kev. We gotta go. We gotta put up a minute. Kev, again, Kev, you know, if I've never enjoyed you before, let me say this. Your description and explanation of the hypothalamus, the frontal lobe, whatever something in our brain and our body system. I believe you passed in your nursing school program. I believe you, seriously. You did extremely well. Let's get 30 seconds of Tamba. Tamba quickly.
Well, I would have loved to hear Kev's opinion on the Samuel 12 ruling, but thank God we are not in North Korea. Samuel 12 remains presumed innocent until proven guilty. Well, here's for me what was fascinating in the testimonies. Samuel 12's defense has been on the technical side of things, how money is moved within the government system, how approval is sought, and he feels in his defense that he took and went through the proper channels to get that money clear and do that expense. On the prosecution side, what I heard was that that Samuel Twe and his cohorts, who have been accused in his crimes, cut corners, and in fact left out people who should have signed to get this money to the security apparatus. And then they brought the head of these security agencies or the former heads. Who
but you let's try all on the whole thing again, but we gotta go back. We know that
right.
story already.
Who confirmed on the oath that they didn't receive these monies, right? So here's what I'm going to say. Let me conclude on this, Tintin. Look, we don't know which way the verdict is going to go. But I think you cannot change a criminal case in the middle to a civil case. If Samuel Twe is not guilty, the law will find him not guilty. But if he's guilty, he and his cohort going to serve the time. Thank you.
Okay, can I get 5 seconds?
I beg you, Chief.
Yeah, I beg you. Just to add quickly to what Thomas said here, the behavior of prosecutors because when it comes to criminal matter, the standard is very high. You have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt. You cannot collect somebody, restrict their peace and their liberty and their freedom, and then you fight it all around. Just the overall behavior when it comes to the fire thing, when it comes to the Samuel Twe thing, the way the prosecutors are behaving in this government, in this trial process, for me, is undermining integrity and is making it look like there is a witch hunt at play. They should do better. Before you put somebody on the stand, you should have your evidence. When they say display your evidence,
thank you. I got to push you there, guys. I want to say thank you. I want to say thanks to all of you. It's good having you. Vani, Saki, welcome. You can come back anytime you think necessary. We're wrong with this story, and I'd like to share this story right now. Councillor Jala, the senator from Lofa County, Joseph Jala, called behind closed door the central bank governor, Samora, trying to negotiate on the printing of the new money. And these allegations went about that they needed some money from central bank. They tried Gafwan. Gafwan couldn't make any money available at the time. For them to approve the printing of new money, the allegation, Councillor Joseph Jala was requesting extra sitting fee or extra money while on any term. And I call Councillor Jala, and I hope he can clarify this. But these are some very bad allegations that he was squeezing the central bank governor for money. The central bank governor said no, but we can appropriate some funds that I know of, and you guys can take that money, and later on we can reimburse. Let me call Gafwan. Gafwan is outside of the country. Samara called Gafwan and had the phone on speaker. And it is alleged that Gafwan said, and you can ask them, those senators are listening. I told you, Samara, those lawmakers, they are terrible individuals. Bunch of them are criminals. They have spent $20 million that they shouldn't have spent. And here we are today, honor the water as a government. Gafwan didn't know the phone was on speaker. Where you had Joseph Jala and other senators, I'm not going to call their names. It is alleged that when Gafwan was speaking, it was so embarrassing. Gafwan said, I told you not to go there. If they cannot approve this thing, President Bouaka will pass an executive order for us to print money. We do not have money to give them. This is an embarrassment. I'm pushing all the senators to speak, some of them that informed of this decision and know that they will not put out and condemn the fellow senators. But Gafwan said it via phone call, Jefferson Chesing. It was embarrassing. The senators are mad with Gafwan. Gafwan allegedly accusing them of using stealing $20 million. And because of that reason, he cannot and will not authorize any other money outside of the budget to be given to them on a different allocation. These are huge allegations from Gafwan to the central bank governor, Samurai. We will bring you more. And I can tell you for a fact, I hope Councilor Jala, Senator Joseph Jala from Lofa County, tomorrow will expand on this. And I hope he can speak to this because it is alleged that he's squeezing the central bank for even more money for the printing of the new money. And this is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. Another thing I want to say, and incorporate that with your closing, where is the yellow machine, the other half of the yellow machine? So here's the issue. Samuka is asking for more money to take the yellow machine in the different interior and bring the rest of the yellow machine from Ivory Coast. But how did our yellow machine, how did it, and why? We pay for it to come to Liberia. Who caught and ate some of the transportation? What the actual story about the yellow machine in Samuka? What the actual story about the yellow machine in Samuka? And Samuka is my friend, you know that. But we got to be Samuka that he has to do it right. So let's listen to Samuka briefly while we do our closing.
The remaining 168 machines are on their way. As a matter of fact, they are in the sub-region right now. I'll speak to you. But it's a very large, very large ship that's bringing multiple goods from many different people within the sub-region. And our commodities are also on it. For example, the one that landed in Abidjan.
You know that that PO Khalid, man. Hey, Samuka, be serious with us, man. Very large ship. And I want more 168. You know, listen, and I must remind Samuka, the days of Madam Salim is over. You can lie to us. And these guys then will go ahead and do those things and go to the lawmaker and ask for more money. So the lawmaker giving Samuka $4.5 or $3.5 million to transport it. How did our yellow machine, how did it? What's the question? What's the answer? We're looking for our yellow machine. Some guys say in Africa, in the sub-region, I need more money to bring it home. But we pay for the yellow machine to come straight to Liberia.
Monrovia.
To Monrovia. Not to stop halfway in Ivory Coast. Now Samuka is given another $4.5 million, apart from the 2-point-something million you already took. I mean, what kind of broad day nonsense is this, man, people? Look at Samuka's face. Look at Samuka talking about the yellow machine in Ivory Coast. Just imagine, just take a look.
The remaining 168 machines are on their way. As a matter of fact, they are in the sub-region right now. I'll speak to you. But it's a very large, very large ship that's bringing multiple goods from many different people.
Samuka think you turn the small train. You think you turn a grand train and Fubi. That very large ship, Fubi. My son, I'm bringing you big cake. You want a big cake? Then my grandson say, yeah, grandpa. All right, let me go. I'll be right back. Okay, grandpa going to give me big cake. Can you imagine Samuka said, who care about something? The guys said, listen, the very large ship, but like bro, people, it's too big. We can't bring it. We got to leave it in Ivory Coast. That blah. That lie. That's the reason why they left it in Ivory Coast. For them to command and collect another $4-something million than what they lawmaker JJ on the supplementary budget. I mean, it's not right for me. Let end the show, man. I tell you, we'll continue tomorrow. The yellow machine story that fly.
Who changed the manifesto? I mean, when you ship something, it goes from one port to another. Who changed the
No, but that's the issue, right? You bought the stuff from the manufacturer. You sign paper that the manufacturer will transport the stuff directly into Liberia, Monrovia Port. The manufacturer should be responsible, not us. We already bought it from them. We got document. They should be responsible to take it from Ivory Coast and bring it to Monrovia. Why Samuka asking for extra money to transfer it to the Monrovia? We stupid, yeah? We stupid? Come on, man. I talk about
Are they
MedTech.
best?
Tomorrow we talk about MedTech. MedTech is another bad company in the country that Joseph Boyka protecting. We talk about MedTech tomorrow. The thing I get on MedTech, if yo quit. Yo say, listen, it's a bad thing. And with first President Boyka, my own papi, he will do the right thing. Before President Boyka leave power, President Boyka will be one of the best presidents. We're making him to be one of the best presidents. If not, we'll continue to talk. And this is wrong. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God save our state. Again, this is Punto. This is the production. Lorena, can you come on? This is what we do every evening. We come to you knocking on your doors in your living room. We say thank you for entertaining us. And I want to say to you, wherever you are, just remember, to God alone be all the glory. You will be fine. Labrador will be better. I want to say thanks to my brother Wilfred Bangura. I can push him, but he welcome to the show now. Thanks to Dr. Richardson. It's always good seeing you, my dear sister. Thank you for joining us. To you, Kafiko Atman Hassan, the only Muslim man on the show. Thank you. Tamba Aguilas, it's good to see you, my brother. I wish you well. Hope you feel better. J. Jefferson Chelsea, JJC, Johnny Just Come, as always, Hera Fubi, and T. Wanokai. To all of you out there, we want to say thank you. We want to leave it there now and want to say have a good night. Thank you, folks.
Can I make an announcement?
Dr. Richardson, please do make your announcement.
Sure. I just want to announce that on May 2nd, the CMC will be having an induction ceremony. We'll be inducting and installing the chapter leaders for Philadelphia, Delaware, and Southern New Jersey chapter, and that will be on May 2nd. Tomorrow, me and a team of CMC leaders will be in West Philadelphia on Woodland Avenue doing some business visits and some door-to-door.
Please give me some of that jacket. They got the jacket place right there. Please give me some of that jacket with meat and fish, please. I like the one from the Madigo woman. Right on Woodland.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. We'll be going.
Yeah.
So all of you are welcome to join us and welcome to come to the program on May 2nd. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me make this announcement.
Those are Dr. Richardson. So Wayfarer is invited.
If he's in America, yeah. Yeah,
thank you very much. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, okay, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Richardson. It's always good to see you as well. To you, Kafiko, thank you very much. Have a good night. To my sister, your birthday is on Monday. Happy pre-birthday to you. Again, I want to say to all of you, we just love having you. You say your own, we say our own, and we leave it like that. No problem. No problem. To my sister, Judy Rambo, it's good to see you join us tonight. Vanny Saki, it's good to see you join us tonight. To those that call on our show, we appreciate you. Sam Jala, we say thank you for joining us as well. And to our producer in studio, the Lady Supreme, they call her Lorena G. Honoree. Happy pre-birthday to you and have a good night.
Thank you, sir. All right, I tell you, that's how we come to the end of tonight's edition of your program, Spoon Talk. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate the fact that you have been there, sharing the program. You are very, very important to us. Spoon Talk returns tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We say thank you for being there. And hey, always put God first in whatever you do. God willing, we'll be back here tomorrow night. My name is Lorena Honoree, and thank you for being there. And thanks to all of our partners across Liberia and the rest of the world that share the show and relay the program through shortwave and, of course, FM. This program was brought to you live on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1 FM, Super 95.5 FM, and on Spoon TV Live on Facebook, Fabric TV, Super TV, and of course on YouTube. Our handle is Spoon Talk. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so that you get all notifications whenever Spoon TV is live. On my end, I say have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.